Well, hello, everyone. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, fellow Jews.
Yeah, stop doing the Jewish voice. Jesus, that's kind of weird.
It's not a Jewish voice. They think the Jewish voice. I don't know what the fuck Smokey's doing.
Why are you guys late? You're like 40 minutes late. 45.
I didn't fucking do it. No, listen. Smokey schedules these things.
It was my fault.
Smokey schedules these fucking things for 8:30 and Eastern, right? And then it takes him a half hour to take a shit, and then he starts. And then he's like, and then at fucking 9 o'clock Eastern, he's like, hold on, I just need my coffee. It's like, you silly fuck. That's what you should have been doing at 8:30. You dumb bastard. And anyway, yeah.
I started myself. Well, I don't literally get it's not like I'm like typical people where it's like, oh my God, like I crawl out of bed and it's like, I literally can't do anything else without coffee. Like I actually do get up and start doing crap. I don't always get the coffee right away. And plus my coffee machine totally shondaed me.
No, don't worry. Nobody's fucking waiting. Well, the good news is
they could wait. Screw them. They could wait.
Yeah.
They really enjoy the show. They could wait.
Yeah.
If they like it.
Well, the good news is Smokey always catches you on the back end, because when he says he's going to end at 2 hours, he goes for another 2 hours, and then 15 minutes after that doing closing remarks. So you get an extra 2 and a quarter hour of fucking show there. So I guess there's that.
We'll see.
Right?
See, is that necessarily that bad? I mean, it's
No. Well, I don't know.
I had a clip I was supposed to play yesterday that I didn't, and I totally screwed that up. I was actually going to play the whole "It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia" Donkey Brains thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I messed that up. That was unfortunate. But,
what a fucking travesty. Yeah, what a shonda.
And I don't know why I saved that thing where we came into the room real quick and called people. I don't know. We just came in the room. We didn't get to say anything, and they called us hackers and kicked us out. You remember that?
Yeah, it was. That's a hacker. That's a hack. Smokey says that's a hacker right there.
Oh, look at that picture he has. He's a hacker. Yeah, that was funny.
We were harassing teenage boys on the internet. We didn't even get to.
Okay, I have a quick question. Why did you choose a hooded? Okay, I gotta ask. Why are you the vengeful one?
The vengeful one? Oh my goodness! I need a T-shirt that says that. Get on that, Will.
How are you the fucking vengeful one anyway? I mean, yeah, I get the fucking. He looks like the fucking Spawn before fucking pick, but all I'm saying is.
No. The
I thought
vengeful one from Disturbed. The guy on a motorcycle, the hooded.
Yeah.
That's who he looks like. I don't know.
You know who you look like? A faggot. Shut the fuck up. Stop criticizing.
I'm not criticizing.
I'm sorry, what are you, the fucking art director for this show now? Smokey, is this cocksucker, this literal cocksucker on the fucking payroll? What happened?
Yes.
Why
well,
was I not informed?
I like to know myself.
Where's my fucking money? Anyway, get paid for this.
well,
Hey,
you're in charge of
Will.
this.
Will, midnight. I have a message. Actually, I have a message for you and also for Tog directly from my lawyer.
First, take a big step back, and literally fuck your own face.
There you go, guys. That's for you.
I don't know why there was an echo, but that was cute.
Wait, what the fuck did I do? Why is that a message to me in Tog? I can understand Tog, but what about me?
I don't know. I just felt like it's early morning.
It is.
What do we have? So our bit this morning, ladies. First of all, this stream brought to you by Chabad.org and also Clay County Chamber of Commerce, where whatever you're looking for, it's back the way you came.
And don't forget to check out epicgamermoment.com. We have merch.
Beautiful.
And we actually, and for anybody who doesn't know, yes, I actually own that fucking web domain, and we continue to use it. And one day it'll be worth something, probably to Epic Games. I'm hoping they'll buy us out.
The best part of waking up is calling Tog a cuck.
Hey,
are you enjoying
boy,
my coffee juices?
You like that? Did you like that?
Yeah,
what?
I did. It's cute.
Get a fucking haircut.
My cup juice.
Take a fucking
Jesus
shower.
Christ. Nasty.
Nobody
All
wants to hear about your schmegma, all right?
That's good.
I had to learn, as a Jew, I had to learn about that. I was like, smegma, foreskin, what is that? Because, you just sort of, you get the clip early, and you don't know that, until you see somebody else's dick or somebody mentions it. You don't know. You just figure, yeah, everybody's looks like this, right? And they're like, no. And I'm like, well, what else is different? Well, for one, they're not like a foot long. Really? I thought everyone's was a foot long. Huh, that's interesting.
That's funny.
Anyway,
Well,
like a baby's arm holding an apple.
I don't know if we want to wait 2.5 hours to get to our central content like we did yesterday. But assuming
fuck,
we don't
why
wanna do
not?
that-
I mean,
Now,
I do
hold
have
on,
two
hold on.
things. Oh, shut the fuck up. Is this your show? Is your fucking brand on the name of this fucking show? No, I don't think so.
I mean, yes.
Shut the fuck up. Anyway, so tomorrow I'm gonna be really fucking late. I don't even know if I'll make the show unless we push it back.
Or we just start it like Smokey normally does, like 45 minutes after the fact. Maybe that'll help you.
Well, I don't get it. Well, I usually get out at 9, which was 20 minutes ago my time, and I'll be getting out somewhere around 11.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna schedule it for 8 now, and we'll just start it
you.
whenever Will gets out. We'll just start, and it'll be Will's fault that we're late an hour.
Oh, fuck you, son of a bitch!
Can't help it.
But yeah, and the other thing is, I heard people, and by people I mean Tog, and people's a real stretch on that one. But so, like, I have I was literally messaged Smokey last night. I was like, we need a fucking theme song, and I got something that slaps, but I don't know what to do with it visually. And I think I got something.
I believe in you. I have been believing in you.
I think I've got something.
You
need to do it. Yes.
I'm gonna put it one in the chamber to see if the fucking copyright detection gets this, because it is a cover, so it shouldn't. But wow, okay.
So that's a thing.
That's a lot of cellulite, bro. You might want to fucking.
God damn.
So this is a play off of Shani, because I don't know if you guys remember, but Shani calls herself Sandalphon, or whatever that Jewish mystical name for the angel is, or something like that. So this is probably a Shani making fun of, or Shani troll account is what we're seeing here. So we have that this morning.
There you go. Perfect. I don't know what the fuck they're on about, but sure. Ronnie's full fairy.
God damn it. I thought he was talking about me.
Are
Never
you?
mind.
By the way, Tog, is the only reason you're here to simp for Ronnie because we're doing a Reading Ronnie skit? Is this the issue here?
No, I just thought you wanted me in here.
Why?
What would make
why
you fucking
kidding?
think
What would
that,
make
you
think
stupid
that?
bastard?
Yeah, why would
We
he
want you here.
Talk,
Because
You
you love
talk,
me.
stupid
just to
bastard,
remind
you fucking...
We tolerate you here. We tolerate you here. That is about the best you could hope for at this point, my friend.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
Yeah, that's basically where you're at on that. But anyway, so let's get to the central content. Now, what I was going to do, I was going to ask Will. Will is apparently, I don't know, not able to see Ronnie on Twitter, or maybe you can, or I don't know. But anyway, the idea was we're going to
I will be able to, yeah.
Okay. So here's the deal. Here's the deal. Okay. I'm going to take Facebook, and the goal here is to see how ridiculous Ronnie is. Is Ronnie more ridiculous on Facebook or more ridiculous on Twitter? We have a challenge, ladies and gentlemen, to see which of us, either Will Kincaid or myself, can actually locate the most ridiculous and or hilarious of Ronnie's, brain farts that he puts onto the internet. So I will be taking the Facebook approach, and he will be taking Twitter whenever he wants to, see if he can start cycling through that. But I have it on the screen, at least his Facebook.
Yeah, when I'm not fucking driving would be good, yeah.
That would be good. That would be good. Yes, definitely, preferably. So this is Nakasuchi's Facebook page. I thought he actually had me blocked for a period of time, but apparently not. So the whole bit today is just kind of scrolling through Ronnie's Facebook and Twitter. And
Can we just zoom on that add friend button so that everyone knows that you are not friends with him or sharing
Clearly.
private
Yeah,
information?
here we go. This is definitely, I am not a friend with him. I am not in his inner circle. By the way, yes, I am not part of his quote unquote family only Facebook page, where he also happens to post all of his videos from his
Right.
Yeah. No,
What's-
I am not actually friended to that right now, ladies and gentlemen.
What's up with the banner? What? I asked a question, and both of you go insane.
Because you don't even fucking know, dude. Do you have the bit queued up on yours? Do I need to send you the bit? Carl, what did you do?
Oh, okay. NTO.
I think Smokey needed to take a fucking knee for a sec. He needs to
Well, okay, it's
It was a whole that banner was a whole fucking thing, dude. Where have you been?
No, hold on. I'm blind.
Carl, that hurts people's feelings.
Oh fuck.
Carl.
Fuck.
Look, I can't yell. Okay, my downstairs neighbor. Look, I'm
Smokey,
blind.
I will send you the
God
bit.
damn it.
As soon as I get home, I will send you the fucking bit.
I'm
And
trying.
then you gotta fucking play it so that Sparkle knows why this is so fucking hilarious.
Okay.
By the way, I haven't talked to my lawyer just now, but I'm pretty sure my lawyer would say you need to scroll down.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, there you go. We'll talk about that later.
Okay. Well, okay. You
I
know
thought
what?
this was gonna be. I thought this was gonna be more of a memes thing. I guess not, though.
It
I was
is
wrong.
no, literally that is a fucking meme in and of itself.
It
It's
is.
so fucking
It
it's
is.
because
It is.
just like, how dare you, Smokey? Well, we blurred her fucking face. I don't know what you want from me. It's like, you're the one who fucking kissed her on the mouth, you weirdo. And then it was like, of course you do. And then Todd was like, yeah, I kissed my daughter on the mouth, so I guess it's appropriate that he's here for that fucking moment. Not
Okay.
even like kissed him on the mouth, like, you know, like a little peck, but like almost open mouth, like a chimpanzee just finishing a banana. You know what I mean? Like you just bit into a fucking mango. That whole that fucking lip, it's lip with two P's, like neck.
Look,
with
well,
two C's.
I've been trying to say something. I know it's your show, but I've been
Well,
trying
hold
to
up.
say
Yeah,
something.
I was gonna say
God
something
damn
real quick.
it.
Nobody
I'm
cares.
sorry,
No,
but
you know what?
clarification,
Priorities.
hold up.
Smokey, get rid of this faggot. Get rid of
All
him.
right, bye, dog. Have a
Let
good day.
Sparkle talk. Let
All right.
Sparkle talk. All right, go ahead,
Okay,
sir.
Okay, I'm blind and I could see that from a mile away. Like it was so in your face that even if I was in my kitchen, I could see it.
Well, let me say this. The particular situation where, and number one, yes, it's perfectly fine to show affection to your children. It's not
Yeah, duh.
necessarily a great thing to make it like the banner of your public page, like that one singular little instance of particular affection, like having that be like center stage, top of your banner. This is a lack of awareness. This is a lack of awareness of the nature of the environment and what he's actually doing. So that's that type of situation. So Ronnie I hope to God Ronnie does actually learn a lesson from one of these things someday. Dude, hide your kid. Seriously.
Clearly not.
Stop mixing your kid with your freaking public, disastrous, horrendous, trash mouth YouTube channel. What the hell is wrong with you? Like seriously, Ronnie, stop.
Hey, I think you're gonna win, Smoke Man, because this is on his Facebook. This is the one where he's like, "Here's my kid's YouTube channel." So right. I think maybe you're gonna have to like fucking I don't know, cover the screen for a minute and scroll past it, because I think that's the fucking winner.
Did he do that? Did he do that now? Did he actually post? Oh my God.
It was a while ago, and Marty Camejo commented on it. That's how I know, because I was like, yeah, because she's the one. Remember the meme where it was like, yeah, she should make videos for kids about what it's like to have diabetes. And I just like almost shit myself laughing. Like, no, Marty, don't do that, actually. How about never do that? Because then just get like literally the video, the always heinous thing.
Right.
That'll be a thing. And then she'll have to deal with that. And you know what? That is partly my fault. Obviously, I made the fucking video, not for that purpose, but somebody's going to fucking do that.
Right.
Like, I want to show the fucking mannequin head with the pink wig. Hey, yeah, that's supposed to be you. Oh, fuck.
No, I want to put up a disclaimer here in case Rage watches this later.
The world needed to hear this, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. The world just needed that announced to it.
Fucking Tom fucking Brady. Who's Tom Brady? I don't know.
He's an American footballer who supports Trump, and he cried about it.
Yeah.
So there we go.
I didn't actually watch the Super Bowl. I have no actual interest, and usually go to these events. Go ahead.
Tom Brady got Gronkowski out after he fucking traded to the Bucks, and then the fucking and then these are two guys who were fucking retired, and they're like football, and then that's it, and that was the game.
All right. Well, this meme is actually pretty funny. That's actually pretty hilarious.
I can't read what's going on in this frame.
Jamie Lannister Kingslayer level is so high, he tried to kill the king 8 seasons ago. And it has him where he's pushing Bran out the window in the tower, at the very first episode. So he's like his Kingslayer. Yeah, that's actually kind of funny.
Go around PKing and griefing people before the game. I fucking hate that. No RDM, fuckers. What is wrong with you? Stop that. You ever roll a campaign? I don't know if anybody plays D&D, but you got that one asshole in your fucking group, right? Who immediately tries to kill everyone in the group you're with, and the DM is just not having it.
Oh, look, we got a nice little 3D photo. Kind of
RDM.
He jumped by Jesus in Georgia.
I find that unlikely.
A 3D photo.
What is this?
That's interesting. Elegant Angel.
Like Ronnie, like it's funny because like he'll post other people's stuff and it's like kind of funny sometimes. Well, he's just got to go on about Tom Brady yesterday. Apparently, that's the second post.
He should go and follow Shagor at Daedric Prince of Shit Posting.
I want to see.
Fuck.
I want to see Ronnie fight Tom Brady. I think.
Shit, sorry, wrong number.
That's funny.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Okay.
Who is this? I don't know who any.
Lou Dobbs had his show canceled and he wants to talk about that. All right.
So the Facebook is now for
Johnny Depp spends $30,000 a month on wine. That's probably true.
You would though, wouldn't you? I mean, if a decent bottle of wine. Yeah. Okay. So if you're in Hollywood or something, right, you're probably spending $100,000 a bottle. So he spent $300,000. It's probably he spent fucking. He's got 3 bottles. Okay. Of some decent port or something, or a nice rosé.
Right. Well, let's imagine you are Johnny Depp for a moment, and you've now completely thrown.
Hold on, let me get my crack pipe.
Right.
Because I want to get into the character.
Thank you. You've come now. Imagine yourself, in your late 50s, struggling to defend yourself from an abusive, insane bitch whore that you happen to marry.
Been there,
You've
done that.
also basically thrown your career away by attempting to masquerade as a faggot pirate for the last 10 years.
They're replacing him with a woman, and they're rebooting the series, right?
Oh God.
Yeah, so they're gonna make her a fucking woman.
All right.
That nothing makes me give a shit less than when it's just like, we're gonna do the same thing you've already seen, tell the exact same story, but she's gonna be a broad. And it's like, okay, so why is that interesting? Well, because she has tits. Well, there were plenty of tits in that movie outside of oh, we're gonna make her tits small. Well, that's even worse. What the fuck are you doing, Hollywood?
Right.
Stick to tits and violence. Jesus.
Well, so
They went woke.
the man looks emaciated. I would contend he doesn't almost even quite look like the same person anymore.
No, but he does shop at Goodwill for all those fucking bracelets he insists on wearing everywhere. He's like, one more bandana. How about a scarf? I'm going to put another fucking bauble in my hair. And it's like, it takes him fucking longer than any woman to leave the fucking house because he's looking for his Live Strong bracelet and everything else. One of those little snaps. You know what I mean?
Do you feel like at some point he just kind of embraced the whole Jack Sparrow thing? He's like, you know what? I think I'll just be this in real life. Like, I feel like this is like he's trying to bring it forward all the time or something, like really fighting for that position. But anyway, so if you were Johnny Depp and you're being abused by a malicious, insane whore, and you have basically thrown your career down the toilet and you're constantly depressed and emaciated and hardly eating, I would imagine, yes, I would also attempt to spend a massive amount of my money also on wine to try to help me forget the disaster that is my existence. Yes, I'm sorry for you, Johnny Depp. You had so much potential. I'm sorry. You pick the wrong chick. You pick the wrong chick, and your entire life goes down the Shonda. So
Pretty much.
I can't believe I taught Smokey that word. You use it incorrectly too much. I'm
it's
gonna give
okay.
you
All right. Well, you have to put me in timeout for it then.
Yiddish. Yeah. Fucking.
Alexander the Great never lost a battle. He secured his first victory at age 18. I don't. Why post this? Like, what is this? What is this factoid of the mind-blowing facts? Like, look at this. What is Ronnie even doing with this? Like I'm subscribed to this person who puts forward intelligent factoids from history. And you know what? I'm just going to post it. I hate social media. I hate what social media is. Look at this of like just promoting the mental meanderings of other people. Because let's face it, Ronnie would never come up with something like this organically on his own, but Ronnie gets to use it as if to, fluff up his wall as if he has some sort of competency and things. Oh, look, everyone, I read. I'm aware of facts of the world. I even post this to show that to you.
Well, you know what? I am shocked that he knows how to read, to be honest with you. Because he did have trouble reading all those fucking emails that I sent to him about the thing that happened forever ago that I don't know why I'm rehashing for the 100th time, but
I feel like that can't be a true statement, could it?
Maybe it is true that he can't fucking read. Oh, you know what? No, I remember something about him learning to read in prison. That's right. An elderly black man taught him how to read in prison.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting. So living near a nuclear power plant gives you 100 times less radiation than eating a bag of potato chips every day. So what if you live next to a power plant and
I'm calling bullshit. I'm gonna call bullshit on this one. The Alexander the Great one.
Ladies and gentlemen,
I don't know.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you live next to a nuclear reactor and you eat potato chips, you have insta cancer. That's how that works.
Cool. I'm going to just inject cancer into my fucking testicles right now. Here we go.
Right now.
Mind-blowing facts. Oh, God.
Wow. That is truly mind-blowing. I wish somebody would fucking blow. Never mind.
Yeah. Don't go there, Will. Too many suicide jokes.
I love this. I feel like this is one of those statements that he puts out there that probably won't age well. It says, "Got my car back this morning, $1,600, but that bitch is driving. Now that worry can go away." I feel like that's a very, very temporary, state of affairs, Ronnie.
His car is always fucking broken down.
Does it seem that way? Like it wasn't even a few months ago that it was something with tires or something like that. And
I can understand. I can understand wear and tear, but wear and tear usually takes like either he abuses the shit out of his car or he's just unlucky with cars. And by the way, Rage, if you watch this, I have no ill will towards you. I'm just having fun.
All right. Well, I just want to point this out too. This is a part of his thing. So this is just so you know, guys. Remember, I want you to remember. I wish I knew where the clip was. I feel like it's probably in a TOG stream somewhere. But Ronnie was always claiming that this was.
Yeah, you mean behind the paywall?
Right, behind the paywall. Yeah, right. You have to email Tog with all of your personal information and home address and send him $5 to his PayPal, and then he will email you a link to the show so that you can go back and watch it. So that's
like what fucking red tape, man? What the fuck are you doing, Tog?
Well, Tog is just so important and so intelligent and just so he's basically like a poor man's Kenneth Copeland. Like he really wants to rake in those bucks, but he can only do so much because he's not known very well. But you know what? Tog, I believe, is just trying to fake it till he makes it. So he's gonna be the lowest life scumbag televangelist, putting actual words that he speaks behind paywalls. He's like, you know what? I'm just gonna do this, and eventually I'll get 2 people that'll do it, and then I'll get 20, and then I'll have 50, and then I'll be Kenneth Copeland. And I feel like that's just where Tog is headed, or what he wants to do. But anyway, I did want to say that this was a thing where Ronnie said, Smokey, how dare you? How dare you go into my personal family privated Facebook account and pull up information and the banner of me tonguing my daughter in a field? How dare you, Smokey? How dare you go in and pull out this potentially ambiguously incestuous, propaganda that I have posted up on my Facebook page? Smokey, how dare you? So I just want to make it very, very clear to everyone. All of this stuff not only is completely public, that he just does not have it behind any privatization at all. You saw it at the beginning. I'm not his friend. I am just a random surfer on Facebook ever to look at all of his quote unquote private family crap that he wants to keep away from his YouTube channel. And now, ladies and gentlemen, on this very page that he says is only for family stuff, and YouTubers and Smokey should never be going into it and looking at things, here he is actually literally posting links to his YouTube video. I mean, you can't make up stupid like this. You can't even try to invent it. People wouldn't believe you.
Yeah, to say that it's not as factually inaccurate. So
unreal.
There it is. Unreal. On a scale of 1 to real, not even.
Been a while since I started some shit on Facebook, so let's do this. Do you believe in evil? If evil exists, the most evil thing would be the human propensity to kill living beings. That means guns are an instrument of evil. Your gun is evil.
Okay,
I don't even know the fuck to begin with that. Like, he could have handled that so much better.
That's the logic. That's the logic that led them to banning chef knives in London. That's
right.
That's where that logic takes
that dude on the bridge with the fucking narwhal tusk. Do you remember that? Where the fucking terrorist comes in and he's like, I'm gonna fucking kill everybody, and then the guy got the fucking narwhal tusk from the thing, and he just starts stabbing motherfuckers.
Oh no! Now the narwhal tusk is evil by implication and matter of Ronnie's logic. In fact, the narwhal,
that motherfucking narwhal.
Every narwhal on Earth is now pure evil, according to Ronnie, ladies and gentlemen. You better get out there and start wiping them out.
Listen, just because we kill stuff doesn't mean we're evil. It just means we're better at it than everyone else and every other species.
Can you go back to that post?
Step up your game, macaques. I'm looking at you.
Like,
thing. Well, go ahead. Yeah.
No, I just look. I get. I get people are afraid of guns, but blame the fucking gun owner, not the gun itself. The gun is a fucking tool. I hate this argument. Go ahead.
Thank you, Midnight. Midnight leans a little more on the centrist conservative side than I might think sometimes when he states some of these things. I'm just very reasonable, like you said. Are you a Republican?
He just has a brain.
Yes.
Well, yes, that I agree with, which is, by the way, as I've said previously, and I will reiterate yet again, I am a big fan of Midnight Sparkles. I find him generally to be the most level-headed and intelligent and mature in a room of a bunch of 50-year-olds. So, I'm a big fan of Midnight. Absolutely. Always enjoy seeing Midnight in a show. It's good stuff. Thanks for being here today again, Midnight. I actually appreciate that.
Well, yeah, I would have been here sooner, but somebody was late.
Well, that was my fault.
Okay, let's do the abortion thing,
myself.
which I really hate arguing about.
Yeah, speaking of late.
Yeah. Speaking of late.
Jesus Christ.
So we're talking about how horrible bans against abortion are. It leads to economic inequality. Pregnancy is a private and personal matter, and I can't even begin with.
Hey, how about this, Smokey? It's all right to kill a fetus. What not done nothing to nobody, but if they're an adult, that's a Shonda. Yeah. Well, that's the thing. Is you would think it would be the other way around, because one of them didn't do nothing, and the other one, well, maybe that guy was an asshole. Maybe he should have been killed. We can have a debate about that, but you can't start at zero and go, yeah, fuck it, kill it. Nobody doesn't even have any friends. What an asshole! Doesn't make a lot of sense.
Dude, you're killing Smokey.
No one cares about you.
It doesn't even have a Facebook. Why would we care? Why do I care? If it's not verified on Twitter, it's not a person. That's just how that's literally like how these people think. It's like if you're not verified.
Racism isn't a touchy subject if you're not a fucking racist. Yeah, it still is a touchy subject, you idiot.
Yeah, I mean, like how Ronnie freaked out when somebody called him a racist. Oh, I guess that means he's a racist then, because he literally did that on a fucking live stream. It was great. Yeah.
I called him racist for some of his positionings, and actually I did a video about it.
I thought it wasn't a touchy subject.
It was a 2-minute video that he had to take an hour and a half response to. And by the way, watching him try to explain away his previous statements and pretend that he's still being consistent was one of the funniest things I've ever seen.
Smokey Shapiro, Facts and Logic, up in here this morning.
Amen, bro.
Yeah, and
I like how he thinks that he's waxing philosophical about shit on Facebook, and it took us like 2 seconds to get through each subject. It's like racism isn't a touchy subject if you're not a racist. It's like, then why did you freak out, you fucking racist? and it's like, okay, moving on.
No,
it's like
okay.
We combined guns and abortion into one thing, and we were like, okay, done. Next.
Yeah. Okay. I need to. Hey, Rage. I'm sorry I called you an idiot. Okay, I'm trying to be as neutral as possible while being in the presence of Smokey. Okay,
you're gonna have a video now, Midnight, about how you're the baby icky taint and the baby ill Kincaid and stuff like that.
Oh God, if that happens.
Hey, Knock, why don't you call Midnight Sparkle a baby raper, and then I'll stop. How about that?
I mean,
then we can bring this full circle.
I've been called a Nazi and a pedophile. Why not? A baby raper. There you go.
Can we play that clip again? I feel like I want to.
You got to clip out just the part where he's with the cop and he's like, "Why are you calling everybody a baby raper?"
Yes, that is the part I need too much. Well, I mean, like for yesterday, the lead up to it was definitely worth it. And by the way, if you type in at the top, Fed Smoker B. Okay, just that far, Google itself will auto-populate and correct the rest of it as baby raper. Okay, so this is what the man is legit actually known for. Like, there's no
was ripping pepperoni. He's up there with Yashka.
Right.
Fucking getting. He's up there smoking meth with fucking Yashka.
Wait, I have a quick question for Super Horror Energy. What the fuck is GEI? General Education something? Midnight is GEI. Special GEI.
Yeah.
Gay, you fucking idiot.
Oh,
gay.
Second mark or something like that.
Okay.
Midnight Sparkle is gay. That's what it's. You
How
fucking.
many atheists you think got killed during the reign of Zeo de Dawn? What a fucked up name that guy's got, right?
It's never not funny.
It's never not funny.
I know I'm an idiot and gay, Will. I just had a fart moment. Fuck off.
A fart moment. That's not what it's called either.
All right, here we go.
I
Oh,
hear
wait.
something in the. What's going on? Oh, are you clipping it right now in real time?
No, I'm just playing it.
Oh, we can't really hear it.
Really?
It's like really low.
Oh, I know why. Because I didn't.
You going
share
around
the
calling
actual
people
audio.
baby rapers?
You know what it is? I didn't share the audio of the screen. I was wondering why that was.
Oh yeah, I was hearing it through your fucking. You fucking
See, 'cause,
dumblet. You stupid prick.
If I was doing, because here's the thing, here's why I did that. Because like if I share the audio, then if I play one of the clips on the side, then it echoes. But if I share the screen and not the audio, I can still watch the stuff and we can still play our clips or something like that. So, but anyway, so that was it. But yeah, here's Fed Smoker. I didn't actually even know about this. I didn't know this was a thing until yesterday. Like Will brought this to my
I've only you're another one of my fucking dumb friends then where it's like, hey, Fed Smoker, and you're like, sure, I know what that is. No, you don't. You don't know what that is. You don't pay attention when I talk.
Well, no, I did. I realized there was some sort of bit included about like how it was connected to like calling people a baby raper or something. Like, and I thought kind of the bit was, oh, well, Fed Smoker was unveiled as a baby raper. That's kind of what I thought the bit was. Like,
no,
this is so
he goes
funnier.
Around. Yeah,
this is so much funnier. Like it really, really is. Okay, anyway.
What's up, buddy? Deputy Turpin with the sheriff's office. Yeah. Okay. What's up? Did you, by chance, go in Heritage USA?
Yeah, I just was in there shopping for some antiques and stuff.
Okay. All right.
Why?
Well, we're getting kind of a recurring issue going on.
What happened?
You're calling people baby rapers?
No, I said I know baby rapers when they're naughty.
Okay.
That's all I said.
Was somebody in there being naughty?
No. Okay. I just told the lady she was going to ask me questions.
And see, it must have been Ryan in the store. Like it was.
What the fuck is even going on in the story? I think I'm glad we finally got to we got to the topic without spending 2 hours on
Listen, handicap. I have the constitutional right in this country to call anyone I goddamn want a baby raper. And you can't stop me. Nana frickin' boo boo. How about
Game
that?
of Thrones Hot Pie actually has a bakery now, and it's called You Know Nothing, John Doe.
Yeah, that's
Okay, cool.
That's
because it's a play on. Yeah. That was my reaction when Smokey told me. I was like, okay.
This is what is happening here in this image. Wait, what is all of this? So there's like Indian stuff. Welcome to something Lakuta Nation, and then it has graffiti over it that says "fuck Biden." What is this about?
I don't know.
Where did this, Ronnie? Oh, here it is. Okay, so after seeing the first post about these signs being vandalized, we stopped by to get a closer look. Alex is at a loss for words. He said that the signs can be replaced, but that's not really the point of this act. Me, on the other hand, there aren't enough words to describe how sick and disgusting I feel looking at this shit. It looked like there had been beer cans left behind as well. I am saddened and enraged, and you should be too.
I mean,
I'm sorry. I don't follow. I mean, is this so? This is on the Lakota Reserve, and somebody's written "fuck Biden" on the sign, and you know who it was based on what?
Well, based upon that, there were I guess beer cans strewn about in the nearby area.
Well, aren't Native Americans known more for alcoholism? Other than some rogue Irish that might have come through.
That's what I'm saying. Like, how does Ronnie know it wasn't a bunch of liquored up Indians that happened to be out?
Oh, he knows. He knows. He has discernment. He has atheist discernment.
Oh,
so, yeah.
Right. Okay, right. So it just had to be. You know what it was? There was a roaming band of white hooded Nazis, and they came across something that talked about Indians, and they just had to write graffiti and vulgarities all over.
I mean, to be fair,
the truth of the story.
To be fair, Rage didn't really say anything. He just shared the post.
Well, but it's kind of like we're
the sentiment.
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
This is the funny thing. It's like always in moments like this that suddenly Rage is like 100% Indian, or he is like suddenly like the Indian that is the same type of Indian that happens to be being persecuted or something right now. Like it couldn't
That's
even
what he
be his
says.
tribe that he's not even like connected to. Like it could be like an Aztecian or something like that, and Rage will get all up in arms because he feels there's some sort of camaraderie. Like he's
I've
very, very
heard him
quickly-
claim before, I believe, that he is Lakota Sioux. And he
That's
does,
fine.
and he did. I don't know if he still.
I heard him say. Well, wait, is Lakota Cherokee? Are those two in the same things?
I don't know if I made that up that he's Cherokee for that one bit for a morning show that I did a long time ago, or if that's actually it. I did use the song. I used the cover of Half Breed for that because it was funny.
This is a good one. Hey, wonderful compatriot, while you're busy pulling scripture out of its potential contextual use, you know who's really wise at winning souls then, you degenerate scumbrain? It would actually have to be Kenneth Copeland. I think Kenneth Copeland is the winner for Satan in that regard. So yeah, wise people do win souls. Yeah, that's a good point. Anyway, so he might be Lakota. I think he said to me he's Cherokee. I don't know, but like it always seems like Ronnie is always so quick to really, really badly want to jump on any type of like white knighting bandwagon that he can possibly come across. And sometimes it's funny because he'll sometimes pick contrary perspectives that don't make any sense. So like he'll hate racism, like he claims to hate racism, but also love free speech. So like
and also fuck Whitey as well. And he's white when he can use it as a victim status. Like it's weird. I know that sounds weird, but here's what he does.
He was in a black person's gang, Will. He was in a black people's gang.
Hold on, I don't have a way to.
He's like, I'm white. I'm the oppressor. I apologize. Look at me and how virtuous I am for being white and apologizing for being white.
Oh, don't get me started on white guilt.
That's what he does, because he even uses that, and then whenever it's convenient for him, he's a fucking Indian. He stuck a feather in his hat. And
Ronnie, you're so screwed in the head. You are such a grade A massive dumblet. Guys, I want you to pay attention to something real quick. And again, the public profile that anyone can go and pull up. And here's what he posts. I want you to see this. Or he says he has no way to get little Ronnie to school in the morning with my car going back into the shop. I do mourn almost every time I hear it that he's named his daughter Ronnie. But anyway, anyone willing to help would be.
That's still canon, by the way. That thing that I told you, yeah, that's happening.
Oh, okay, beautiful. I love it. It's canon.
And now I'm curious. But go ahead.
No, you're not going to get to know. It's going to have to be a huge reveal. Okay, so anyway,
like a year from now, almost.
Yeah. So here this thing says, we're bated breath, bro. I'm gonna absolutely
planning ahead, are we?
Are you kidding me? Will and I are like super villains in a basement bunker somewhere where we got like 15 different projects. We're like putting wires together and adding in little like sensors and talking about best ways to formulate the most efficient use of power sources, and
I got maps of places we've never been to. So
in other words, you're practicing the art of war. That's nice.
I'll just tell you, I'm thinking about getting my pilot's license for this one. That's awesome. I'm just kidding. Please don't put me on a no-fly list. That is a joke.
Okay. So here's the issue. But anyway, here's the issue I want you to know, because Ronnie has made a huge thing about how he received death threats. Now, he's never been able to provide the receipts of the death threats and always runs from it when he's challenged, which has always led me to believe the death threats aren't actually real. But if they were real,
let's say they are. Yeah.
Let's say they are real, and that he's not a lying, degenerate, grifting piece of crap, which we know that he actually is. But let's say he isn't. Let's say he's actually real with the death threats. Then the fact that everyone can come on and find him on his public profile, and also who I would assume is someone actually legit related to him. Like, here's this person popping up at, look how easy it is not only to track down Ronnie, but I'm not going to click on it. I'm not going to click on this name right here, but I just want you guys to realize, not only how easy Ronnie has made to find him, but literally pretty much everyone in his family. Like
just
this is-
posting
this is
pictures
how
of his
easy
full
he made it.
address, and he's showing people where his kid goes. I've already told him about that. There's a video of him doxing his kid's fucking school where he openly says that to school Matt Powell of all people. What a fucking what a fucking manlet.
It's a total full blown manlet.
It's a complete Shonda. I don't know what to tell you. He needs to needs to get right with God or something, or Mark Zuckerberg. Somebody needs to show him how to fucking set his shit to private at the very least, and not link his. He has a Facebook page for the Raging Atheist where he is the head moderator, and you can actually, if you're in the group, go look and see who runs the page, and then it takes you to this. So when he said he doesn't link it, he was wrong. He does link it in a manner of speaking. It doesn't take fucking Sherlock Holmes to do this. And I showed this to Tog when he was like, it's not public. And I was like, oh yeah. And then I got on my sock and I was like, oh wow. It's almost like fucking magic, Tog.
Well, Tog is definitely not the sharpest tool in the drawer. He is a tool. He is a tool, but he's a dirty, rusted, broken, useless, manlet tool. So,
used dildo in the drawer.
Oh, that's disgusting.
Here's well, he is. He's a douche. He's an old, used, dried up, cracked, unable to hold liquid anymore douche. That's so. Okay, so. Now, I want to draw attention to this, not for the sake of the actual comment itself, which is sad and tragic. Someone has passed away. I'm not sure who, but someone named Papa Mike, I guess. I'm not sure.
That's his. Well, he's already said that's his stepfather.
His stepfather. Okay, all right. So Papa Mike has passed away, sadly. But and this is Andrea Tate chiming in again. But I just want you to pay attention to what Andrea actually says, because I want you to remember, guys. I want you to remember. Ronnie came at me and defended himself on stream, being like, "It's me versus the world. I'm a single dad doing this all on my own. Give me money." This has been Ronnie's shtick for like 2 freaking years. So let me just read this to you. I'd like you to recognize something, because this is a spirit of complete ungratefulness that Ronnie supposedly cares for this man, Papa Mike, but now has spent years on his YouTube channel completely invalidating Mike's basic, efforts and amount of presence in his own daughter's life.
Well, you can go back a year ago on live streams and listen to him shit talk about it, because his fucking stepdaddy wouldn't give him money to, again, fix his car. And then he gave it to him and he's like, yeah, I finally got it out of him. Like, okay. Wow.
Yeah. So this is what he says. Andrea says, "I am sorry. I can only imagine. We want to start having her for a weekend out of every month. This weekend is good to start if she is free. Friday to Sunday, just like Mike did." So, aside from the presence of the child's mother, aside from the presence of
lack thereof,
right, Ronnie's own family members, which Papa Mike, I guess, would be one of them, and probably the grandmother or something of the like. I don't know if she's alive or not. I think
bless Papa Mike.
Yeah, but there's there's this environment that he's had for years of like secondary emotional and financial support, and he's spent all of his online career just invalidating it and pretending it's not there. Like, what type of ungrateful, disgusting, amoral swine of a man do you have to be to completely disrespect your family so that you can capitalize and profit off of your audience with a victim tale? Like how disgusting of a grifting, lying, swindling, amoral scumbag of a human being do you actually have to be to take a giant steaming crap on your family's contributions to your daughter's well-being? I mean, truthfully, guys.
We got to make a tier list for these people, like
Good
worst
Lord.
to best.
Yeah, we're going to have to eventually. Get on that. Simps, get on that.
Tier list. That's good video. Make content.
In our secret villain lair, we have a whole bunch of simps that are basically like, what we've done is we've cloned Low, and we've turned Low into Oompa Loompas, and now they run around and do our bidding. So
God knows there's enough DNA around here to do that.
That's canon now. I wish I could tell. Can we
fucking
tell
gross?
Can we tell the bit about the public toilet dispenser thing? Can we tell the bit?
I'd rather not.
Okay, let's not do it. Okay,
I have to live with this.
Okay, we'll save it. We'll save
The-
it. But Will almost crapped his pants when I told him that bit. He definitely lost it.
Maybe someday.
I lost it too. I thought it was funny. It says, I woke up and the car isn't starting this morning. Got to go back into the shop. I love how the clip we started with was, she's finally driving again. I'm glad this is out of my hair. And like, here's the one where it isn't starting this morning again.
Does he have to fucking crank it? Is it a fucking? Is his car a Model T? What is it? A fucking Chevrolet? What's wrong with it?
He says, just claimed 5 weeks on unemployment finally, so I know where that is gonna go. I guess. Yeah. Oh.
Yeah. You know what it should have done? You know what? While you were on unemployment, you should have used Papa Mike to go get your groceries or whatever for your daughter. And then you should have saved that money you're going to use to fix your car to buy another one, because this one's obviously a piece of shit. Sort of a retrospect.
Oh God! Don't let Andy. I love you, but no, don't let him on here.
Andy, we're not going to have that type of distraction again today. But you can join one of the night shows too. I'll be happy to argue with you and call you disgusting and all that stuff. Okay, pictures showing people before and after
yesterday
they saw a TV billionaire cry on live TV. This is a socialism thing, I imagine.
Yeah.
Like, I feel really happy when I see people who are better than me suffering, I guess. I guess that's what it is.
I like that the cutoff is $1 billion.
Well, no, hold on.
Because then Bernie, if it was any less, then Bernie would qualify, and then
good point. Yeah.
Okay, and this is disclaimer, Rage. I don't hate you, but I do have to point out that you claim to be a humanist, yet you posted an image of saying of people crying over billionaires suffering. Yeah, billionaires are rich. What they fucking do? They're still human.
Yeah, well, barely, but yeah, mostly.
First, take a big step back and literally fuck your own face!
I don't know why you played that, but okay.
All right, because it fit. It just fit for me. Okay.
I have no idea where my fucking charger is.
That's
well.
Shonda. That's a Shonda. Okay.
I just checked my bag. It's not in there, so it's probably in my fucking
Okay,
car.
well, this is kind of funny. Bette Midler, who I am always like, half like and half dislike type. Bette Midler, I have a love-hate thing with Bette Midler, but decided to post my first dick pic. Am I doing it right? And it's a picture of Ted Cruz, and I would say yes. I think she's doing it right. I think Ted Cruz is a soy-based, rhino Republican cuckold. So yeah, I don't.
He's
really
a grifter, dude.
He is a grifter. Yeah, he is a grifter. I agree with that. Yeah, absolutely.
He's like, I like Trump so much. I really appreciated it when he called me Lion Ted. Thanks for hey, Dad, thanks for changing it to Lion instead of lying.
Like, so getting a new modem has been the biggest pain in the ass ever. Don't they come and install that for you?
Install what?
Well, hold on. If you were to buy a modem yourself rather than renting it from the company, which trust me, buying it yourself is better than
install a. I'm sorry. Come again, part. What's going on?
Well, he says
install a modem.
Getting a new modem has been the biggest pain in the ass ever. Well, almost. UI got it beat. I'm not sure what UI is. I'm not sure. I don't know where to go.
Oh, I think I know what UI stands for, but I'm not gonna say it.
Okay, well, whatever. All right.
No, that's UTI.
Oh, yeah, he was thinking urinary tract infection. I know that's where you were going. Oh, well, that would be a true statement. That would be a true statement. Yeah, UTI's definitely got it beat, Ronnie. That's true. Yeah, I would imagine struggling with a urinary tract infection would indeed be a bit rough.
Wait, if he's celibate or abstinent or an incel or whatever, if he's not getting pussy and he's getting frequent UTIs, what's that from? That's my question. If he's not sticking it in somebody's can or fucking a bitch while she's on the rag or something, I'm not really sure.
Point. That's a good point. Yeah.
I mean, G-Man got his from not washing himself, not saying anything.
Okay, never mind. That makes sense.
Oh, UI would be his welfare. That's what it. See, it says
Oh.
here. See, it says finally they are finally getting my unemployment straight. I think adding me to a spreadsheet of people that didn't get UI regenerated. How long before I get my money? I have no idea.
Okay, well,
I actually think it's my money that he's waiting on right now. Truth be told, I think that's actually the true statement of affairs. But
Smokey, give me your money.
I mean, Smokey, you know, I mean, Smokey, I'd like to thank you for paying taxes so I can live.
Well, see, at least Midnight's appreciative. Like, at least Midnight appreciates the fact that he gets help from taxpayers, while Ronnie's like, oh, all you owe me money. How am I supposed to feed my daughter if you don't give me my money? Like, I mean, when your brain is this broken, what the crap can you have a hope for this man's future? Like, seriously, you know what? Ronnie is going to be waiting tables when he's like 80 years old. Like, he's never going to have saved any money or done anything actually intelligent with his spending. He's going to have to work until literally he croaks and dies. Like this, like he's going to be the 80-year-old Indian in the wheelchair with like 1.5 legs, you know, that's going around, you know, like handing stuff.
So he's going to be Joe Rogan,
checking to see if they need their refills and water and butter. Like,
he's going to be wheelchair Joe, Mr. Clean Joe Rogan.
Yes. Oh, yes. Oh, I have that thing there. Oh, I have that thing. I'm supposed to put that up. That's right. Did I load it? I did. Hi, Vaughn.
All right, I got to pop on Twitter on the old laptop situation, but I need my coffee first.
Oh, I guess I didn't add it, or it didn't stick around. Anyway, okay, I'll come back to that. Okay. Robert Reich, do hedge fund managers not have bootstraps? Apparently not. Okay. All right.
Hedge fund managers don't have what now?
Bootstraps. They can pull themselves up by their bootstrap. Like, I guess it's the new age of learn to code, you know. So like you know, that type of thing.
Yeah, learn to code.
After analyzing the birthdays of 10 million married couples in England, researchers found no evidence of attraction or compatibility based on astrological signs. Well, that's good.
Oh, you don't fucking say.
Well, that's good to know. That's good to know. Yeah, that's good science. That's just good sciencing right there is what that is.
Except between people who actually believe in that shit. Obviously.
Yeah, see, this is the whole thing.
Does Ronnie understand that the rich people are what pays his monthly bills because he's like full-blown unemployment and state assistance and stuff? Like, does he actually realize?
Our whole state in New York is fucked because all the rich people fucking left. They were like, fuck this.
Like, that's the thing. Like, Ronnie looks at like a level of disdain with all the people that have more money than him, like while they are literally in the process of giving him handouts. Like, it's so disconnected. I don't know.
No,
where...
see,
that's true.
See, I agree with you, but many people feel like that a lot of rich people got where they are from exploiting the workers, exploiting the little guy. You know, it's Marxism. You know what I mean? You and I talked about this. It's like, oh well, you know, people are being exploited. They're not being given a living wage.
Stop, yeah. Christ, make it stop. Okay, my bad. That was
what
me.
I was at. What the
fucking stream was playing on my fucking laptop while I'm trying to get.
Okay. Well, I was just saying the mentality is like, okay, well, you know, maybe some rich people got off the backs of others. Like, I don't know. The hatred of rich people is always it's strange.
You know, guys, look at this post for just a second because this is kind of interesting. I think I feel like either side of the political spectrum could have written this exact thing. Like, I feel like it's so actually malleable in terms of the state of affairs. Either side could have written what we see here. And it says, sorry we tried to assassinate you and overthrow the election. We didn't expect it to fail and create this awkwardness between us. Let's move forward and get back to normal with us blocking any legislation you introduce while we continue to feed a racist terrorist movement. That, I feel like either side of the political spectrum could have stated that statement and it would be satirically true.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. Like, I don't know. You know what? I'm just gonna take it as satire and just give her the benefit of the doubt, or them, or whatever the.
Well, I mean,
whatever the
she's
fuck.
clearly a lefty who's completely oblivious of her own hypocrisy, that she's actually, typing what we believe they did. I know she's completely oblivious to that, but it is an interesting. Here's the thing. I feel like part of the problem with the lefties, the reason that lefties exist is because they only have like part of a functional brain. Like the other part of the brain that tends to quantify critical thinking, where not only do you have a collection of facts, but you're actually deciphering what those facts actually lead to or comport to reality. And I do not see the leftists ever really using that. Like they start their logic train and they stop the moment they get to Republican land. And we're like, well, would you like to continue on your trail and see if your thoughts and ideas are consistent? Like, no, I'll just sit right here and make a bunch of noise and call all of you evil and disgusting. The cognitive dissonance, the lack of understanding of how we see them is a big part of the problem. And this is a beautiful litmus test, or a beautiful example, an anecdote that's just been presented to us of how mentally detached many leftists are from the actual state of reality.
Yeah,
this is one of those things.
But by the way, I just noticed. Never mind, I won't point it out. But I like to say that based on my experiences, many lefties believe, their intentions are pure, and you know what they say about the road to hell being paved with good intentions. I mean, if you talk to them, they talk about a health care for all, dismantling capitalism, and making the world. It's like, okay, I can get behind that, but you do realize that that's not really reality, right? Like, I get it.
I think I've been blocked by everyone. I can't see any of his fucking tweets except for a handful of them. I'm on Twitter right now looking. All I see is 3 fucking tweets.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe we should have done it backwards. Maybe you should have taken Facebook and I should have taken Twitter. Because I don't even have a Twitter account.
Well, I'll go incognito. But I gotta know what the fuck his Twitter handle is. Is it the Raging Atheist 1?
It was.
I feel like it's not.
I think it's not Nakas. Wait. Okay, I think it's at Nakasuchi. I'm pretty sure. But the nickname for a while was Trash Clown, because I think he was.
Somebody has made a fake The Raging Atheist fucking.
Oh, that's beautiful. Good for you guys.
Oh, okay. I do have him blocked. All right, I'll unblock him for the thing.
So AOC. Did we all hear about AOC? We know what kind of happened with AOC, right?
Kind of, but I'm not in the loop.
So it's like she's been being memed on because she's basically like Jussie Smollett Part 2, like where she's like talking about how there was some sort of like direct assassination plot to come after and murder her, and that it was set up by Republicans and right wingers. Like she's got this kind of like this tale to spin about her being a persecuted minor standing up for liberty and justice for the oppressed. And so she's got this narrative going, and she says in this tweet, of course, Ronnie, he shouted out this tweet. Of course, the moment the claim came out, Ronnie just ran with it. Oh, yeah, they're all racist. Of course they want to kill her because she's Mexican. Of course. So
it's because she's Mexican. Yeah, that's why we. Yeah, sure. Yeah.
So
that's what we're doing now.
So now this is what I find funny, guys. I'd like you to recognize. Not only did Ronnie almost instantaneously repeat the fake news that AOC put out there, but even now, as we sit here, you and me, like together, reading his page, he hasn't pulled it down from pure shame.
Even though she wasn't even in the building.
She wasn't even in the building, and she has been memed on so hard because of it. But Ronnie would never in a million years think to go back and pull back his jumping the gun of whatever AOC said must be true and Republicans are evil because of it. Like he won't go back. Oh my God, I don't want people to see that I was such a great
that's his mom.
I jumped on top of the narrative right away.
That's his real mom. Never mind the fact that she's younger than him. That's his stepmother.
It says, this is AOC. I actually hadn't seen what AOC actually said before. This is what she says. It says, I am happy to work with Republicans on this issue where there's common ground. But You almost had me murdered 3 weeks ago, so you can sit this one out.
Well,
Happy
that's
to
not
work-
originally what it said. Wait a minute. She said tried. Am I living in a...
You,
The
well, she
original
says
tweet
you
was-
almost had me murdered 3 weeks ago, so you can
tr-
sit this one out.
I remember it as you tried to have me murdered.
Uh-oh, we have Mandela effect happening. Okay. Happy to work with almost any other GOP that aren't trying to get me killed. I think there's the trying. I think there's the trying you were looking for. In the meantime, if you want to help, you can resign. And Ted Cruz then comes in and says, fully agree. Thanks, Ted. Appreciate it. Good stuff.
Oh, yeah, that is what it is. Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
All right.
So, and here we have on his private, personal, family Facebook page with pictures of his daughter and contacts to his family members. Here is what happened to Smokey Saint. Yes, that's posting it right on his own family only Facebook page, ladies and
I
gentlemen.
suppose this is fair then, huh?
I guess so. I think this might.
All right,
be
I'm going to
fair.
switch because I'm ready for Twitter. So here
Okay,
we go.
good. All right, let's
I'll
do
be
it.
right back.
All right, let's do it. All right, he's going to come back and we're going to switch screen to Twitter situation. Says, I might be teaming up with Dr. Josh Bowen in debate soon. Holy, please, Lord God, make that happen. Please, holy God, please, Lord, by all that is righteous and true. God, can you please make this happen and make it go against, I don't know. Oh, God. Go against Praise and Gavin. Lord God, please let it be that Raging Atheist, the raging retard himself, teams up with Josh Bowen to debate Gavin Herliman and praise the retard that he is a retard. Please let that happen. Please let that be a thing. That
Hello.
would be amazing.
I've returned yet again with fun memes from the world of Twitter.
I found the best one. Here we go. The face you know when the grift is up. Yeah, Ronnie, I think that's the face you made when we found out and exposed you that you were swindling your whole audience by your family's efforts and your daughter's life down the river. Yeah, that's the face you made too, retard.
Why would you?
All right. So, Will, do you have a? By the way, I'm hearing an echo. That's a thing.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on. I don't know why. It shouldn't be. Hello?
Do you have the echo cancellation thing on?
I don't. No, I'm not sharing audio or anything.
Okay. All right. Well, okay. I got your screen up. Oh, you might want to zoom in a little bit too, by the way.
I don't know if it'll let me do it while I'm doing it this way, but I'll give it a shot. Stop, dog.
I feel like I can't wander too far from my computer on account of the mic situation. I think I might need a new mic soon.
Well,
is this better?
Dark mode. And yes, dark mode, my guy.
I don't know. I have on. I don't. Hold on. Let me. I can't. Fuck you. I'm not doing it.
Go to the display, you idiot.
Can I? Where are my mods? Can I kick him out? How do we get rid of him? He's pissing me off now.
Midnight, you're about to be bitch made.
Hold on 1 second.
Oh dear God.
I'm wrangling the turds.
All right, hold on.
Oh, you got togged by who?
Who'd you get togged by, Jill? What happened? Holy freaking crap. Oh, I gotta go pull up Jill's channel right now. Hold on, let's see here.
He got togged for being black.
He got togged.
I love how Tog has become the mundane mad of our community.
Right? I was proud of that myself, actually.
I don't get this one. I knew it. Wanda isn't Wanda anymore. She is the Scarlet Witch. She was always the Scarlet Witch. They just called her Wanda for some reason.
Yeah, I thought
because that's her fucking name.
Right.
Yeah, she's the daughter of Magneto. Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch are the children of Magneto, but they couldn't use it because Fox owned that property at the time.
Sounds about right. Sounds legit.
Look, here it is. January 26th.
Oh, wow. Oh, this is good. Look at Ronnie's got something scheduled this morning. It happens in 9 minutes. And it says the most important job being a parent. Oh, that might make a good review later. I'm going to have to come back to that one. Oh, my God. I could meme on him so hard on a stream where he's talking
I don't get this one either.
The most important job being a parent. Oh, my God. I can annihilate him with this. Oh, this might be a fun time.
I've managed to trigger both right-wingers and Christians at the same time. Oh, wait. It's like, okay.
Okay, where's Jesus is Lord? Where is his channel? Like Jill, is your channel just like deleted? Like, is it just gone?
That's Gorn.
Like, because I'm not even finding it in my list here. Let's see who is it. Jesse Shiloh says, Smokey, can I ask why exactly the Trump supporters just don't even question the possibility that Trump lost? Oh, we have questioned it. We have questioned it. We question it in light of a literal mountain of evidence of tampering and fraud. That's all. We also you see those things that you guys like to avoid, usually the things that we like to call like facts and evidence, those things that are really, really inconvenient to the narratives you usually try to paste. We tend to like to follow those things. So just so you're aware that at least I like to pride myself on being a rational, functional, contributing member of society who actually applies critical thinking. And so that's why I will come to those types of questions of the nature of the situation. So what is that
Rigged.
about?
Oh, this is just more Bernie memes.
YouTube is threatening to shut me down for exposing what they even admit to, election fortification. Amazing.
Fortification. Thank you, Time Magazine, for that one.
So I created this channel just in case I am suspended. So he is suspended from doing streams. I said, well, Jill, if you ever want to do a stream, you can come onto my channel, do the same thing like Will did for me. I'll give you the keys. You can come on in and set up your streams through your StreamYard to go onto my channel, and you can stream again if you want to. Because I know you.
Yeah, fuck it. Why not?
Yeah, go for it, man. Just reach out to me in the email. Here, let me put in my email down there so he has. Hold on, Jill. Let me give you my email here.
This is pretty funny. Apparently, he was bitching at CJ for something that CJ posted.
Really?
Yeah. Hold on.
Oh,
my fucking mouse disconnected. What a dumb one. Hold on.
Oh, Shonda.
Oh, right here. Okay. Evangelicals for Biden score their first win in a new administration. Okay. It just keeps going. Let's just see how far back the rabbit hole goes. Biden to roll back Trump's pro-life policies, introduced new pro-abortion legislation. Well, he's a Catholic, so there you go.
Well, there you go. Yeah. By the way, isn't that kind of interesting? Like,
still wonder he's a fucking alleged baby raper.
Well, like this is actually kind of interesting now I think about. Ronnie takes all this like, European garbage because of their thing with the he still won't let it go. He won't let it go that the Europeans brutalized the Indians type thing. So he makes that a whole thing all the time. But so of all the potential groups, of all of the potential micro groups that are considered quote unquote Christian, Ronnie was happy voting for the one that, genocided and, had the Inquisitions and, was basically a political arm, of militaristic, control through most of Europe for a better part of, the second millennium. I mean, I don't know why he feels so comfy that he voted a Catholic. Catholic is it's according to his
the worst kind of Christian.
Yeah, it would have to be the worst kind of Christian according to how he perceives things. So and he's just okay with having voted them into office. I mean, that's kind of funny.
Jesus Christ. On my second channel, I'm getting copyright claims for videos are being blocked. That's so fucking weird. That's not right.
What's happening?
Yeah, my second account. I'm trying to send you the bit.
Oh, the bit. Okay, all right.
Oh, that says the Kinc Inc. Right, that's the wrong fucking one.
Stephen, we might still get a second term. We're just going to have to suffer through a bit of Democrat retardation. And by the way, this is the same thing that happens in the Islamic caliphates, is that no one actually wants the Islamic caliphates, but the Islamic caliphates will generally end up coming in power some way, usually by stealing elections or just doing unsavory things like terrorism and stuff like that. And they'll end up getting power. And then they have power for not a very long period of time, typically, because they ruin everything. So if you have like an environment that was kind of functioning well in almost like a democratic type of way, and then you have a socialistic or, you know, authoritative power that comes into play, sometimes that's good, because then the whole population gets woken up to the fact, oh, wait a minute, these people are incompetent and can't actually run the country to save their lives. So we probably made an error. And I think this is that situation. I mean, it wasn't even a week after Biden took office that there was just slews of Biden remorse. Biden, the most popular president of all of American history, had the lowest approval rating his first week in office. You make that one make sense.
Yeah, so if you look at this fucking one, here's him talking shit about this one guy, so that's interesting. This one guy wants to question my manhood, but I will offer him my humanhood instead. Grow up and stop being a bitch.
That's like two trannies arguing about who's a bigger man.
Oh, come on, let's not. Let's see. Even as I sink deeper into the depths of anti-theism again, I still stand for the equal rights of theists. New protect the scared videos.
Sacred.
You know what? I can't.
Oh, he typed scared. Protect the scared. Okay.
I can't read.
Here's the correction.
Okay, seriously, why won't Twitter add a fucking edit button?
I don't fucking know. They probably do. You have to be verified probably to use it, though.
You know what? I wouldn't be surprised if that was it.
Who the fuck is Polly Chan? I think this is spam email. I'm just trying to send him. I'm trying to send Smokey a fucking thing. Oh hey, oh yeah, this is the. Yeah, this is somebody who's trying to sell me subscribers. I forgot about that. Okay, here's Smokey. Let me send you the bit.
All right. Or you're saying on Facebook, right?
No, I gotta send it in an email because it's fucking forever long.
Okay. All right.
It's short enough that it fits in a thing on StreamYard, but it's not short enough that it'll fit in a fucking thing on Facebook because reasons.
Facebook's retarded that way.
Yeah, I mean, just
even
look at this. I'm pretty sure Knox Facebook is more retarded than.
Like StreamYard, you want to know how retarded StreamYard is? It'll allow you a picture that is up to 20 megabytes, but it will allow a GIF only up to 3 megabytes. How retarded is that?
I don't know. There should be some kind of fucking consistency in there, you would think, but I guess not.
Well, I feel like that should just be backwards, and like a lot of my problems would be fixed in terms of what I can share. Okay.
Yeah, I'm looking for it. I forgot what the fuck I called it.
Oh,
Insulin. I'm black, y'all. Godless is a cunt. No, it's not.
I'm black, y'all.
Cooking with Kincaid. Nope. Gay ghost.
Well, you have like 20 plus notifications. You probably haven't checked them.
Notifications, yeah, sure.
On Twitter.
Oh, here it is, the knock bit. Well, I'm not opening it while we're doing this.
LPP, if you could.
LPP.
LPP can't put them down in the comments. Oh crap, that's right. Oh wait, maybe I can go into the.
Hey John, we really should talk one of these days.
All right, it's creating a download. It's creating a download link for you.
Well, Midnight. The only one stopping you from going and talking to Maddox is your own lack of balls, because he hosts open mics all the time. You can just go wander into his room.
Talk to Maddox.
I mean, I have gone in his room before. It's just been a while. I don't pay too much attention to him.
Well, put on your big boy pants and go over there and have a conversation with him. I'm sure he'd love it.
Okay, Daddy Smokey, I'll do that. Oh, shit, I should have said that.
Christians are supporting Icky or too cowardly to call him out. Republicans are holding us hostage. Okay.
Is that something for me? Wait, what did it say?
Christians are supporting Icky or too cowardly to call him out. They do that all the time. I literally did that yesterday, you dumblet. Smokey is an ill repute Christian within this fucking What are you talking about? People fucking break his balls all the time. He's constantly going around calling everyone a Gnostic, whatever the fuck that means. I imagine it's like the Christian version of the N-word, if I had to guess. I'm just using context clues here, people.
Oh, I wish it was. I wish it was. That'd be more appropriate.
Can we make Gnostic the new N-word? Although I think Gnostic has a G at the beginning.
It does. It does.
Okay, it's the G word now.
Yeah.
The Gnostic. Is this fucking done or what? Oh, there we go. So it's going to send you a link. Share with one person. Chief.
What does Midnight want to talk about? LPP wants to know what Midnight wants to talk about. Probably faggotry, I imagine.
LPP.
The point of topic. I'm kidding.
It's LPP.
I guess I'd like to talk about why you're the most hated man in the world.
Oh well, that's not true because that's me. Or Trump. As you got. He's got contenders. It's got to be. I'm more hated than Maddox. Screw you, Midnight. I'm more hated than Maddox could ever hope to be. What are you talking about? Maddox is milquetoast with all the Gnostics. I actually call him out. That's a bunch of garbage.
Fair enough.
Yeah, that's right, Maddox. I called you milquetoast like Tim Pool talking about politics.
Oh my God!
Come in and say something about it.
Because your Facebook. Okay, so Knox Facebook is cringy, but it's cringy in a way that's funny to make fun of him, like in a rhetorical sense. But this is cringy in the sense that it's like he's just stating things. Like he went to go take a shit today. Opening statement for tomorrow. Debate sitting at 16 minutes, and it's supposed to be 10. Okay, I don't know why anybody cares about any of that. It's like tweeting at the fucking post-star, I cummed.
You wonder, like, what is he? You know what it is? It's like these are before Twitter, before Facebook. These were just the things he would say to himself in the mirror every once in a while. Like he'd just be like walking around the house doing his stuff, and he'd say one of these things, and then he'd say to himself after he said one of these things, he'd be like, you know what? I'm a genius. I wish there was a platform where I could take my brilliant thoughts and post them up for everyone in the world to see. And then this happened. And right. We have to be subject to this.
He doesn't even know how to okay. So he's like making a parlor. Thinking about making a parlor might be worth some laughs until they fucking took it down. It's fucking Gorn, my dude.
It's Gorn?
Yeah. Parlor's Gorn forever.
Oh, Parlor's Gorn. Is it really? Is it like absolutely disappeared? Like, I mean, they got to get sued over that, right? I mean,
probably. I would assume. I don't think that's legal.
How many atheists do you think got killed during the reign of Zeo de Dawn? What a fucked up name that guy's got, right?
Okay, let me see. Okay.
Hold on, here we go. Okay, so me and John talked about Smokey's attack on my private life. All right, so this is on December 8th. And people that have nothing to do with our feud, I said you wouldn't want to miss the confrontation when it happened. Well, it happened pretty much right after last night's show. I got a noise complaint. Okay. Smokey. Can I, hold on. What if I just, hold on. Okay, just on this here. So we're just gonna go down the line.
Okay, Smokey, what are you laughing at? What's going on, my brother?
Because he talks about me more than he does anyone else in the world right now. Like, look at all the Smokies. Look at all the Smokies.
You can't handle all this fucking Smokey.
Look at it. Look, the obsession is real, ladies
November
and gentlemen.
28th, he was going to bury Smokey. So, at 8:30 Eastern.
Ladies and gentlemen, by the way, I don't even have a Twitter account. There's more about me on Twitter than I have ever even posted myself. And that's a literal true statement right now, all because of Ronnie. I mean,
how do I search his whole fucking Twitter for instances?
You could just type in, because, well, let's face it this way. There's probably few other people talking about quote unquote Smokey Saint on the internet. So what you probably could do is just type in my name, maybe even type in hashtag Smokey Saint maybe or something, and see what comes up, because it would have to mostly be him. So it would have to search all of Twitter, I would imagine.
Yeah, I think maybe
Like
What
if
is
you type in
this?
Smoky Saint, I think it would.
Are you a Calvinist? Is that true?
No, but that's what Godless Girl said about me.
Fucking Tina.
Yeah, she really screwed me on that one.
The Rage is live with Smokey Saint.
Oh, there's
on
my
August 4th.
profile. Okay, that's my profile she has on me there. Okay, all right. She still hasn't changed it with the Calvinist. Oh, you freaking low-witted cow. Okay, all right, whatever. So
Who the fuck is Prince of Pass?
I don't know. But someone's got something about me. All right. Okay, that's interesting. All right.
What the
Okay.
fuck
Oh,
is
Jen
this?
Aldrich. Oh, Jen Aldrich, the e-whore. Oh, she was commenting about
Where's
it
that
because
bitch?
she was up a little bit. She was up a little bit. It's Jen Aldrich.
I saw titties and I thought that was her.
Oh, yeah, no.
No,
okay.
yeah, there she is.
Yeah.
After she threw fucking Knock under the bus. That was funny.
Oh, it was funny. Yeah. No, it's total full-blown simp fail. That was a beautiful moment.
Hey, just for a laugh. while we're here.
While we're here.
While we're doing this fucking bullshit. I hit Control F. Wow, my bad. Wow, I'm fucking retarded. Hold on. No, hold on.
I don't know if that's true, Jesse, because all of Will's friends moved next to him, so that's probably...
Why? What's the dumblet saying?
Says, oh man, imagine having Will as a neighbor. What a nightmare that'd be.
It's fairly quiet here.
Yeah, well, when all of his friends constantly move next to him, so that must be... that's not working out well.
For anyone who caught that, you're welcome. That's fucking great. No, nothing. I guess it's not.
Interesting. Okay. All right. Well,
it's just stuff that I...
Oh, there's Vaughn. Hi, Vaughn.
Who stole my fucking lollipop? Who is this asshole? Fuck that guy. All right, are we done with Twitter?
It's been confirmed. Yeah, we're done. Yeah, it's been confirmed that Smokey is an anti-Semite and a Calvinist. Oh, yes, it's been validated. Hey,
dumbass, did you get your fucking email from me with the link?
Oh.
So you can download the thing?
Oh, let me see. Okay, hold on. All right. Well, you didn't tell me like you had sent it already. Like I
sat here and did it in real time, you fucking mutton.
Okay, well, I don't see it yet. Hold on.
There's like 3 people watching. What are you doing? Hurry up.
It's going to be one of these things where you didn't even send it to the right email. Okay, no, you did. Okay, here it is. Oh, wait, is this
dumb?
It's a link to the show.
It's a link. No, what it is a link to the download to get the fucking Carl knock bit.
What? No. That's not what this is. Wait, okay, hold on. Wait a minute. I'm looking.
Yeah, I replied to the Ryan the Presbyterian thing.
Okay, it just now came to my email. Okay. Okay. Oh, well, geez, Midnight, am I boring you?
Yeah, what are you fucking... What are you, deaf and gay? What are you...
well, I'm gay, but not deaf.
All right.
Downloading now.
Oh, my God, Iron Charioteer, I haven't fucking seen you.
By the way, how much do you pay for StreamYards?
25?
Yeah,
or 20, something like that.
29. I don't remember. I
don't fucking know either.
I don't use it enough to justify it. So yeah, never mind.
So is this of an appropriate size where I can actually load it in StreamYard, or do I have to just play it?
Oh my God, hold on. NTO got the fucking clip. The last thing that he said, just put that on the screen.
Okay. Let's see.
2 times Will. 2. Dang, bro.
Yeah, right in a row.
What? Okay,
oh God!
Let me get it loaded.
Cummed. Cummed. I can't believe somebody actually caught that while I was scrolling. That's fucking great. I covet my neighbor's ass. Sure, who doesn't? I mean, why not? It's right there in the Bible.
That's in the Bible.
Right. Smokey's a Calvinist. He's a follower of our president, Calvin Coolidge. And he... Let me just Google this.
I'm trying to upload it right now. By the way, StreamYard is being really slow at uploading it. I did get it and download it and now trying.
Oh, no. I'm sorry. I thought it was Calvin Coolidge. It was actually Calvin from Calvin and Hobbes, the cartoon strip. With the kid who talks to his stuffed animal. He thinks it's a tiger. There's a lot of shenanigans. Anyway.
That's the best cartoon. strip.
Oh, I got
It
it.
is.
Okay. All right.
Is that the real P Mars? We just confirmed. Basement Dweller.
I am
Yeah.
uploading it in StreamYard, but until that happens.
Is fake P Mars joining the panels now?
I feel like it's PMars, but with a lowercase p. I think that's how we're going to be able to tell the difference. Isn't that right, PMars? Don't you have an uppercase p as your YouTube name?
His is upper. It's the same.
Oh, it is the same. Okay.
You can just do that now?
You've always
guess
been
you
able
can.
to do that. You've
I
always
guess
been
you
able
can.
to do that. You didn't know that, Will? I thought you were the master troll.
Well,
Carl, there is a drunken Indian in our house.
Oh, hey. How did he get?
Oh, what did you do?
I didn't do.
Explain what happened, Carl.
I've never seen him before in my life.
Why did you destroy his channel, Carl?
I do not destroy channel. That is my least favorite thing to do.
Tell me, Carl, exactly what were you doing before I came in?
All right. Well, I went upstairs. I was sitting in my room.
Yes.
Looking on Facebook, and
Okay.
Ronnie logged in, and I made a GoFundMe for a paternity test for his child.
What the?
Oh, that hurts people.
Oh, well, I didn't know that.
How can
I
you know
actually
that?
did that too.
Seriously?
we made a whole stream about it, yeah.
Holy shit!
Well, I kind of cooked them up and ate them.
Carl!
Well, I was hungry, and well, when you crave legs,
Why on earth would you do that?
I was hungry for legs. Give me a break.
My stomach was making the
Carl!
that only legs would satisfy.
What is wrong with you, Carl?
Well, I lampoon people, and I eat legs. That's two things. This is so.
That was so
This
weird.
is so fucking autistic.
I mean, yes.
Okay.
Did you expect anything else?
What is? Why is this a thing? Why?
It's like
Why did we even just make this?
It's funny because Midnight thought that it was actually us just talking in the live stream, and it wasn't. It was, it was
Exactly,
the
that was
I put it in the fucking video.
There are
Oh, here we go.
And some of the support that has been offered has not been enough for some. There are those among the struggling that can be lost and forgotten, but not on our watch. We have been searching for those who have fallen out of sight of needing the most aid and getting so little of the attention. Due to that, Smokey Saint and Will Kincaid are pleased to announce the Legless Native American Charity
Jeez.
I got the default audio. I think we're gonna get struck for this. I think because I think I got.
Jesus Christ.
First off, I am 35 years old. I am divorced, and I live in a van down by the river.
We were talking over the context, but it's because his baby mama lives in a van down by the river.
And Orange Man is bad. Please consider opening your heart and your wallet to help these poor, desperate souls. This is one of our poor benefactors, Nakasuchi. His leg runs. He is facing hardship in the face of Orange Man.
Oh no, I know what's coming.
God damn it, what's coming?
Ryan said, "Hey, you got to see this," and I was like, "Oh fuck, I'm putting that in."
Because of our desire to offer legitimate aid to those truly in need and being honest about their situations, Nakasuchi need only provide.
No, 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 don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do
Nakasuchi
Oh! Look at
Oh, God damn.
Oh God, this is this.
Please consider helping us out. You'll find the link.
God damn.
Oh, kill me. It's just...
All right, I need to take 5. I gotta take a piss and get a cig. Give me 1 second.
Thank you for joining, P-Mars. P-Mars, what are you showing on your little bubble? What is that about?
Oh, this is the rate, because it won't show the whole thing, will it? If you
No, I can't. Well, you're gonna have to zoom in or something, or I don't know. You have to. What are you trying to show in it? What is inside of it that we want to see?
it's just like a funny thing of the rage where he's like in the chat and he's like, I'm gonna leave if you don't let me in your panel or whatever, and then
right.
What did
okay.
he say? And then like 5 minutes later, he's typing again in the chat or whatever.
Right. No, it was actually really weird. Like when he was like coming in, sometimes he got real autistic about having to like join the show sometimes, and like I would just like let him kind of just egg him on with it, because like I could totally let him in. There was sometimes I actually did want him to come in, but I'm like it was so fun letting him beg to come in that it was
he was.
You know, like you know what I mean? Like I just almost didn't want that to end. So yeah, it was.
He's in the chat. He goes, "I'm about to leave. Done waiting at this point." And then 4 minutes later, he goes, "Still here."
wait. Who? I missed who you're talking about. Who?
The rage in the chat. Like,
Okay,
just like he was just so desperate to whatever be on Smokey's panel, and but he's like feigning like, "Oh, I'm gonna leave Smokey," and then when Smokey like didn't give a fuck, he's like, "Still here."
I still need to go clip that bit that Will did. Oh God, it was so funny. It was talking about Ronnie almost in like a high school context of like having like a crush on Smokey, and like Smokey dropped his pencil today in math class, and it was the best 7 seconds of my life. And he's got like a bunch of like scribbles out in a yearbook where he's like constantly striking out my name and my face and everything and rubbing it with a pen really hard, and then he goes back with a heart over the top of it to try to make it look okay again. And yeah, it's just like the guy has some sort of like autistic overdrive that I've somehow just kicked into high gear and just has not been able to come off like max. Like it's just like it's crazy. It has been a absolute hilarious full-blown lol cow spurg fest, and I've loved every single minute of it.
I think he thinks you're like really immoral, so you're like the one Christian in his mind that he can like pit himself against, and he looks like a better person or whatever. Because I don't know.
Well, I mean, the most immoral thing you could say I've done is said mean things to people on the internet. Like seriously, like that. Like if that's your standard, like if that's your minimal for like a horrible human being, like, well, welcome to the club. Welcome to the party, pal.
No. See, Smokey, the most immoral thing you've done is become a fan of mine. How dare you?
Yeah, that's probably true. Smokey, what do you mean you're a fan of this weird little autistic albino faggot? What's wrong with you? No, I can't help it. He speaks wisdom sometimes. I can't help it. It's like,
sometimes
it's like some sort of like really super white skinned like monk that lives up in the Nepal mountains or something like that, and just sit there spewing wisdom to those that would dare approach. It's one of those things. I appreciate Midnight. I like Midnight. I actually am not going to allow this show to be another 4-hour nonsense fest like it was yesterday. We probably will end in about 22 minutes. Like to actually make it like a reasonable actual 2 hours.
I'll hold you to that.
No, I intend to hold myself to it too. I'll cut the bitch off. I'll just click the end button even if you're in mid sentence. Like if that happens. Yeah. And plus I'm going to need that second cup of coffee here pretty soon too.
Yep.
Basement, I took your advice too. I went and got some espresso, and I've been mixing it in with my regular ground coffee, and I realized all too late that it's completely screwed up my Keurig little filter cup, because apparently if you buy espresso, it's like super fine ground, type thing, so it clogs up the little holes in the little basket of the Keurig machine. So apparently I need to go get actual like espresso pods. Apparently that's what I have to do. So I ruined my morning with my first cup of coffee because it only gave me like a third of a cup. I think that's why, because like not all the water was getting through because it was kind of like clogged up. So that was my bad. My fault.
If Rage was smart, he would have picked like someone like Praise. I think would be more, I guess, appropriate.
I would love to see Praise and Rage debate. I think that would be
a fair fight. I think they're pretty. That'd be a pretty even.
No, I agree. I think it'd be a fair balance of wits on both sides. I agree with that. Yeah, absolutely.
I was listening to Praise the other day, and he was just like ridiculous. He was like teaching. He was being like a hate preacher. Like he was teaching.
I'm the hate preacher. He has a new name for me. By the way,
he called you Saint Death or Death Saint.
Yeah, Death Saint or wait, what did he call me in this last email? Hold on, I'll pull it up and tell you. He called me Death Angel. Wait, which actually is kind of a cool freaking name, actually. Yeah, here it is. He says, "Dear Death Angel." That's wicked. That's a wicked thing to say. Let's see. Dear Death Angel.
Your avatar is like the angel of death, kind of.
Oh, is that where he's going with it? Okay, all right. Says, well, how would he know that?
He wears that cloak or whatever, so I guess anyone in a cloak is the angel of death.
Well, I mean, in like a cultural, like, this is what we think the Grim Reaper looks like in a funny kind of comical way. Sure. It's like, wait a minute. Does Praise literally think there's an actual like angel of death walking around with an actual cloak? Like, is this what he thinks?
I don't think so. I think he's just
trying
to make fun of you. Yeah.
Well, anyway, he wrote me an email to say, and literally the title of, not a video, he sent me an email, and literally the title of the email is Dear Death Angel. And he's asking me to stop blaming Ryan for my blunder, which is weird. I don't even know what, like Praise doesn't even say things that make sense most of the time. And like, he really does realize far too late what a complete idiot he's made of himself. And I explained it now multiple times that like literally the fact that name made its way into the public sphere of exchange, like because of how it was delivered, it literally could have been no one but Ryan. And this is what Ryan was so stupid, because Ryan's thinking like, oh, well, Smokey must have told other people his name too. It could have come from anyone. No, dude, you're literally the only one with access to that phone number that had that name at the end of it. So like you can't, and it's not even my name. It wasn't even in my voice, you autistic retard, Ryan.
That whole stream, him and Gavin were like ripping on you for gossip. Meanwhile, like, where did Praise even get this Jason name?
Well, yeah,
from?
He's gossiping about my name, behind my back with various people. And he's going to do a stream about gossip. You're a genius, Praise.
Yeah, they're. And then I go on the panel to confront them. I'm like, okay, I'll give them a chance. I'll confront them. And it's just like Gavin mutes me first immediately, and then tries to act like he's my daddy or something. Like,
yeah, these are extremely fiercely unintelligent, garbage-souled human beings, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, but make no mistake. I mean, unless you have one of these people where you're kind of like a very, very like hyper lenient universalistic perspective, where you will literally think that you can absorb any heresy under the sun and think that you're still saved. Unless you're one of those garbage brain degenerates, you have to know that Praise is on his way to hell. I mean, there is one saving grace to Praise not going to hell at this point, which is that where he is literally so actually retarded that he falls under common grace and isn't actually accountable to any of his decisions or actions to God, because he's literally so intellectually inferior that he. Oh, beautiful! And I heard the echo before I heard you. I knew.
Oh, for fuck's sake! Yeah, I forgot why I turned it down. Anyway, so I was just sort of taking a piss and having a cigarette, and I was listening to Nox stream. It was only 22 minutes long or something.
Oh, okay.
And a funny thing happened. Apparently, he was told at some point in his life that he might not be able to have children because of a football injury. You want to guess maybe where that happened? I mean, he doesn't say, but it sounds like he got hit in the nuts pretty hard. He literally busted a nut.
That's right.
Like well, here's how it goes. I'm going to try to reenact it for you. I was told.
Okay, Will's back, so now I'm going to take my 5-minute thing to go do.
All right, cool. He literally goes like, yeah. So I was told that I might not ever be able to have children because of, and you could hear him like buffering, trying to decide whether he should say it. He shouldn't have, because now I'm talking about it. So that was a fucking mistake. But he's like, football injury. Okay. I mean, unless it's not true, unless it's something else. But the only way I think that a football injury could possibly lead to you not being able to have children is if you just get punched in the nuts, like in the locker room, or whipped with a fucking towel in your ball bag on the way to the shower. Ryan, you want to chime in on this?
I can't have children because of a personality disorder.
So okay, so that's even worse than he might have had a TBI. Maybe it'll fuck up your brain. So he's literally like, yeah. If you hit your head hard enough, you can't come anymore. Thank you, Ryan. I appreciate. And that's not Ryan the Presbyterian. He's not in my house. Because I talk about Ryan the Presbyterian, and my brother's name is Ryan, so he's like, "Why are you calling me a faggot?" And I'm like, "No, I didn't call you a fag. I didn't call you a baby raper. I just said I would call you one." That's it. I haven't even made it halfway through his stream. He's like 7.5 minutes in. So what fucking garbage were you guys talking about before I came in here?
Something about Praise being so intellectually retarded that he's exempt from punishment by going to hell or something.
I was saying that the Rage should have picked Praise as an opponent rather than Smokey.
He was just talking about how that was what his stream was supposed to be about this morning, but something that something my daughter's diabetes or something, which I don't know why he insists on continuing to talk about that after that was like a thing that he got mad at other people for talking about. So I have no idea. Gavin's a cross. Gavin is Homo Santa. He's not just a cross-dresser.
I went on Praise's panel, and it's like, Erica, God bless her. I love her. But she was like trying to make me...
The Gibbon?
No, the Christian Erica. She tried to put me on a guilt trip for using foul language. But you know what I think? I think it's interesting. It's like, everyone wants to say, oh, it's wrong to use bad words. But like, meanwhile, they're censoring the shit out of everyone over there. They're suppressing free speech, censoring different opinions, and like no one ever goes, hey, censorship is wrong. Like no one ever says that shit. Like what the fuck? Like we just accept it. Like it's okay to just fucking mute people and ban them because you disagree with them. Like people who do that type of shit should be shamed.
There you go. Yeah, I don't know why. I literally, like we talked about this yesterday, well, people would just fucking shut down entire conversations because of some asshole with mod privileges decided he was going to go on a fucking...
But why is it we can go, oh, racism is wrong, oh, sexism is wrong, but then like no one is going to say censorship is wrong. What the fuck? Like what? It's way worse than censorship is worse than racism and worse than sexism. It's the worst shit.
Yeah, I don't disagree. You know what we should do while Smokey's gone? P-Mars, you want to say the N-word real quick? I think you could try to get away with it.
I don't really want to.
No, you don't want to now? Now that it would be funny? No.
I have this thing, it's like anytime I get
neighbor.
muted,
What?
I have this thing, it's like when people try to mute me or ban me, and then it's like all of a sudden I want to say the N-word.
It's so weird.
I don't know what it is. It's weird. I think it's a condition. It must be genetic. I can't help it.
Right. Well, this has been riveting. I think that we started at a low bar where it's like we're just gonna read his fucking Twitter and his fucking Facebook. His Facebook obviously won this, but we had nowhere else to go. The bar was so floor gang. We left ourselves no room.
What was it his Facebook was all about, or his Twitter? He's just talking about Smokey all the time. What the fuck?
Well, literally, that was the meme. We went through his fucking, like, I literally, like, hold on, I'm gonna see.
That dude talks about Smokey
I'm back.
so much.
I'm gonna see how many times he's mentioned Smokey Saint.
And like, how many times has he said he's gonna never talk about Smokey again? Probably like 100.
Well, he did the same bit with Matt Powell, where he was constantly like, now guys, this is the last video I'm gonna do about Matt Powell. Like 80 videos later, like we're still talking. Like, we're still talking about Matt Powell now. Like he still does occasional videos about Matt Powell even today, just so he doesn't look like he's completely obsessed with me.
I know, like one thing with like autists, they'll listen to like the same song over and over and over again. So like maybe it's like some autism thing with him, like he wants to talk about Smokey over and over again. Talk about Matt.
All right, so
well, he did say that he was. Well, he did tell me that he was going to weaponize his OCD against me. So I think that might be part of what we're seeing. He did say he was going to do that. I mean, I'll give him credit for that.
And then if I'm going into the advanced search field, I want to see how many fucking times.
Lena,
like,
look at Lena. Look at here's Andrew's here. Oh, there's people in back studio. Oh, that was my error.
Oh, my bad. There we go.
There we go.
I
didn't see the people in back studio. Hi, Maddox. How you doing? Are you out doing things from your car? Are you calling us from a 1942 headset again?
No. So I got a couple minutes.
Okay, good. How you doing, man? Good to see you.
Man, I'm good. I'm actually picking up some stuff from Lowe's, getting my house ready to sell. So I've been doing a bunch of work.
We're in competition. Which of us is the most hated on the internet?
I know that's kind of what's happening. What does Midnight Bitch Boy have to say?
All right.
Come on, Midnight. Midnight, you wanted to ask Maddox a question about him, being the most hated or something? Come on.
Smokey is easily more hated. Like,
no. I agree. I mean, I agree that Smokey's more hated. I mean, I fully concede that. Smokey.
I got Maddox to concede a point, ladies and gentlemen. Strike down the time and date. I got Maddox to concede a point. Continue.
I don't think I've ever argued whether or not you're more hated than me. I mean, I think that's a fairly well-established principle, and I'm also quite certain that since the inception of your channel, your entire objective is to be the most hated man in the world with the atheists. So I'm really not understanding why it's even in question. But all that said, Midnight Sparkle Man, what? You, like many, talk mad shit and never show up and back it up. So, as I love to say, my favorite saying is the difference between confidence and arrogance is being able to back up your bullshit. So, what you got, bro?
Well, I'm an arrogant prick, and I'm proud of that. So, there you go.
Okay, so the PMARs who typed Lino, probably because you're a Jew, that's not me. FYI.
Well, I'm glad we've established you're arrogant. So, what do you want, bro?
Nothing. I don't know. I like talking to people, Maddox. Having conversation,
Okay, so what do you want to talk about?
How theism is wrong. How DNA isn't information or something. It's got to be one of those things.
No.
I'm not. Something code.
I'm not. Okay. That's Speed's thing. Okay, that's just Speed's. That's Speed of gravity.
This is Midnight's gentle way of saying, yeah, that's Speed's thing, and I don't really want to get into it.
The answer, by the way, is 26 times on his Twitter.
Damn.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I don't even have. He does know I don't even have a Twitter account, right?
Yeah.
You should just make one and argue with him.
I'm gonna make a fake Smokey Saint, and I'm gonna call him a baby raper.
Oh, do it. Yeah, there you go. That's it.
Oh God. Well, you should have made a fake one without putting it on the air.
Yeah, see, it is literally.
Well, no, I gotta put it here now. That way, it's like kosher or whatever.
Well, let Maddox finish his bit too.
Okay.
Because Midnight's running away and being a little coward cockroach bitch boy. So why don't you address Maddox there, Midnight, and say what you got an issue with? Come on, put it out there. Let's do it. Why is Maddox the most hated? What's he doing wrong? Come on.
No. Okay, I was okay. Hold on. He's the most hated because let's see. Where do I go with this? Fuck, I had a bit, but I forgot.
Defend your claim, sir. Defend your claim.
You show up, you say, "What's up, bro? What you got to say?" And they're like, "Oh, well, I had something, but then I kind of forgot what it was now." So come on, bro. You guys have been talking crap about me. You're over on Gravity's channel. You guys talk mad crap all the time. And now I'm here.
Hey. According to Smokey, I'm the most sensible person on that stream.
I agree. I agree. I actually agree with that. I believe that's a true statement. The albino homosexual is the most reasonable person in the room usually when it comes to speed of sound or gravity.
Just say faggot. Jesus Christ! Stop being a pussy.
Well, it has. Well, I've said faggot like 10 times this morning. It's getting
I
old.
know, but I don't know.
I have to switch it up a little bit.
Oh, okay.
I have to switch it up a little bit.
Homosexual is such a mouthful. You get it? Because cock. Midnight gets it.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll switch to queer. I'll switch to queer for the time.
Queer, yeah, that's fine.
But no, man, I don't even hate you. Watching your debates with people is entertaining because I feel like both sides missed the fucking point of the argument.
Well, I agree with you that the atheists usually don't understand the words coming out of my mouth. I agree with you on that. That is a very true statement.
I agree with that too. Yeah, I agree with that too.
I mean, it's very entertaining. Like, I did a post on my community yesterday and predicted the responses. They came. I questioned them, and they admitted. Multiple people admitted that I was correct. That they didn't understand what I was asking, or they were misinterpreting it, or even though I've clarified it a million times, they hadn't been paying attention. And I'm like, okay, so you're proving the cognitive dissonance of the average YouTube atheist. Got it. I mean, so again, you say that we don't talking past each other, don't understand each other, whatever. Okay, expound.
Well, God damn it, you guys have had so many debates. Elaborate. Okay, well, hang on a sec.
Well, tell us something that you think theists get wrong like all the time, Midnight. Like, there's got to be something floating around in your brain, either Maddox or me or heck, even Praise. I mean, there's got to be someone like you know what, a theist that makes this argument is a complete and utter grade A moron. Like, can you think of one of those that kind of?
Well, no, I wouldn't call them a grade A moron, but you know what I mean. I think they have a misconception about like. Look, when it comes to DNA, I do find it amazing that it does what it does, and I often wonder, okay, how the fuck is DNA able to do what it does, right? You know what I mean? Every gene, there are some genes that just control one trait, but then you have other genes that control, then you have one gene that that could create a cascade reaction. Basically, there are some genes that affect other genes, which affect traits. You know what I mean? And you gotta wonder, how the fuck does that do that? You know what I mean? So, but then I don't know. I don't know where the fuck the information comes from. Like, and to me, whenever I hear, say DNA is a code, like I can understand that, it's used as an analogy. You know what I mean? So in that way, you know what I mean?
Okay. So I really don't comprehend how something can fulfill every fundamental requirement of a code and then be like, nope, it's just an analogy, even though it does. It's like saying, like, it looks like a car, it drives like a car, it takes gas like a car, but it's not actually a car. It's just an analogy for a car. I mean, in no other context would that be considered remotely logical, rational, sane. You would be considered living in atheist fantasy land. Oh, wait, that's exactly what you guys are doing every time I hear the word freaking analogy, when it's clearly stated by atheist geneticists, atheist information theorists, atheist communication theory specialists, who all clearly state they literally say the word, it's not a freaking analogy, it's not a metaphor, etc., etc. It is literal. And then we have dumbasses on YouTube being like, no, it's just an analogy. Why do you say it's not? I mean, at what point are you guys just going to accept the fact that you can still argue that, hey, there's some way that it could possibly occur without an intelligent agent being required? But to sit here and continue on with this stupidity of it's not actually one, I just don't understand that. Can you please expound onto why people such as yourself continue to cling to that premise when it's debunked and has been debunked for 60 years?
Well, in order to answer that, hold on. Okay, personally, I'm still on the fence of that because I'm not a geneticist. I'm not like, you know what I mean. Like, personally, and can someone mute? The echo's bothering me.
Who's got echo? Is it me? Hold on.
I don't hear any echo.
Yeah, well, I do.
It's on
Okay,
your
probably
end.
probably not now. Okay, so as I was trying to say, okay, I think the conversation will go a lot smoother if if people can if both sides can get past about if both sides can get past the argument that DNA is the DNA is a code, because because as long as this argument keeps happening, neither side will have a productive conversation. Okay, so it's both sides.
Well,
The atheist doesn't. Hold on.
Hang on. We got to clarify something real quick. So I agree with you. So in terms of clarification, are you one of the dumbass, ignorant fools who claims to the DNA itself is not a code? It just contains it's just the medium that contains the code. Like which camp do you cling to?
I'm on the fence because Okay, you just removed the thing. I said I'm on the fence about that because I do not have enough information regarding that.
Okay, so you haven't listened. You said you've watched a bunch of my debates, and you say that we're talking past each other, but I have clearly delineated on no less than 26 debates that the genetic code is contained within the DNA. The DNA is the medium which contains the code. It is not the code itself. I don't know how many more times I have to state this. This is clearly delineated. It is the how many you do know what a codon is, right? You've heard me go on diatribes about codons, right?
Well, I know what a codon is. Off the cuff. Not off the cuff.
Okay. Cool. I'm glad you know that. So, going back to what I just attempted to clarify, do you hold that DNA is not a code? Or do you accept the fact that there is code contained within the DNA, and the DNA is the medium which houses the code?
I'll grant you the DNA is a code, but if it is code, it's spaghetti code.
Dude, are you not listening to a word that's coming out of my mouth? I literally just stated that the DNA itself is not the code. The DNA is the medium which contains the code. Is that not computing?
Okay, then I misheard. Sorry.
Okay, rest of the panel, did I stutter?
It sounds like it's just really dumb semantical argument. Like, what the fuck cares? What? It's like the definition of what is a code or whatever. Like, who cares? Like, if you want to define it as a code.
Because, PMARS,
sure.
It has to do with whether or not it's reasonable to expect that it has an actual originator as opposed to naturalistic mechanisms. If it is by nature of existence a complex algorithmic communication mechanism, then it would stand against reason to believe that it would have just a random naturalistic method of originization. So PMARS, the whole point of this is to argue from the idea of what this actually is. The atheist desperation is to deny at all available opportunities that is any type of information or code at all, as opposed to even taking what I would honestly think would be a more respectable approach at this point, would be to say, to go ahead and concede, along with pretty much all of the biochemists in the world, that this is indeed a code. It indeed functions exactly like a code. It's just not analogously referred to as a code. It is literally a code. To agree with all those people and then say, okay, well, we just think it arrived naturalistically and now we're trying to figure out why. That would be a more honest, to me, position from the atheists typically than to just go on with constant, convoluted denialism that it isn't actually a code. Only YouTube atheists think this way. That's the issue. That's the issue. See, because if it is a code, if it is a complex semantic communication tool that has attributed values, that actually has a language intact to it, then this is something that we believe would have to be originated by a mind. Now, you can say, well, okay, a mind, it could be God, it could be aliens, it could be, whatever. Fine, we'll have that argument, we'll have that debate after the fact, but we have such a hard time even getting atheists to concede the first point, that there is a higher likelihood than not that the origination of genetic information and the code and the values of which tell it what to be and where to go and how to be assembled, all of this came from some sort of higher intelligence. You want to say it's aliens, fine. You want to say it's God, you want to say it's deism, you want to say whatever it is, but for the love of God, at least show you have a level of intellectual honesty to admit that, yeah, seemingly higher probability is that this did not come from naturalistic mechanisms. That's it. That's it.
And that was my point.
It's that simple. It really is that simple. And that's why it matters. And that's why it matters. And that's why Maddox knows it matters. And that's why Maddox spends so much time in his show talking about it.
Oh, so
let me get this straight, Midnight. You just said, like, oh, that's where I was going with it, while you literally stated it was just an analogy. When I interrupted.
No, hold on. There's a clarification. A lot of people say it's an analogy. Okay, and I don't know, like, you know what I mean? If it says an analogy, then it's personally, I don't know. Just to correct that, okay?
Okay, so here's the question: is it seems to be an ongoing trend that YouTube atheists specifically talk mad shit, and then when they get called out on it, immediately retreat to the "I don't know" defense. And I'm like, at what point does the "I don't know" defense mean, like, equal I'm an ignorant dumbass who doesn't know anything, and I shouldn't even be bringing up having the conversation? We're talking about trash about people do because I'm an uninformed idiot who can't back up my bullshit. Like, I don't understand why, like, how this doesn't compute with YouTube atheists. Like, in no other context would you run around talking mad shit, and then when you get called out on it, be like, well, I don't actually know, but you're wrong. Like, think about that. Let's put this like a sport, like in a sports context, right? Like, you don't know a damn thing about basketball, right? And people are talking about, Michael Jordan versus Kobe Bryant. You've never watched a game of basketball in your life. And then you run up and the guys that are sitting there talking about it, it's Charles Barkley and freaking Patrick Ewing are sitting there having a discussion about it. And you're like, you guys don't know anything that you're talking about. And they're like, well, expound. And you're like, well, I don't even know the rules. But you're wrong. I mean, you would be considered the biggest fool.
I don't think Charles Barkley is the best example to use here.
Okay, P-Mars, if you're not grasping the concept of the point that I'm making here, then
you need
also to shut up, because you're also a partial idiot. So, anyway, Midnight.
I'm actually a lot smarter than you, LPP, and I read books. I'm not just a fake intellect on YouTube to make money. But I would say Charles Barkley's a bad example because, like, you might think Charles Barkley
papers and how am I making money on YouTube exactly?
Well, I actually know a lot about basketball. I'm 6'3" and I can rock the rim at 10 feet. And, like, I think Charles Barkley's just a bad example. But Charles Barkley's a bad example because, like, yeah, he was a really good basketball player. And, like, he knows more about basketball than, like, a common person. But he says a lot of stupid shit. That's all I'm saying.
That wasn't really
okay. So I've been a hardcore basketball player since I was a kid. I've been watching basketball. I can talk about basketball. You want to talk about stats and all that kind of stuff? I can go down that rabbit hole. I was just using two famous names as an example. Did you not grasp that premise of two famous people who the average person would know that they, at least as a professional basketball player, is that individual going to know, even though it may say dumb things, which I agree with. Him and Shaq going back and forth is always hilarious. But the point being, if you ran up and told Charles Barkley he knows nothing about basketball when you don't even know the rules, who is the idiot?
Well, Charles Barkley's an idiot.
No,
okay.
If you're at
anyway, let's go back to Midnight. So hopefully you're smarter than P-Mars and actually grasp the point being made.
I did.
Okay. So would you agree or disagree with the point I'm making?
I would agree with you when I'm an idiot. And there's that echo again.
I think it's actually Andrew. I think he's.
I hear the echo.
I think it might be Andrew's situation there. I don't know why that keeps popping in there, but anyway, immutable. Immutable is in the immutable. Let me tell you something. I'm going to tell you something. Immutable. This is to your benefit. Okay. Now let's detract off Midnight for just a second. LPP, back me up on this one. Okay. Listen to what I got to say here. Immutable. I want to tell you something that's really, really, truly cringy, embarrassing about you. Like, really, really shows your soy-based cowardice. I want to explain something. Immutable will show up at any given available opportunity to go and criticize the points that other people make in debates. Like Immutable will show up to do a review of one of Maddox's debates or my debates. He'll show into side chat to make his points and opinions known about what he thinks our points are and whether or not they're coherent. And then whenever he's asked to actually debate, to actually show up on a stage of exchange of ideas and really compete with actual wits in the moment, he says things like, I need 3 months to a year to prepare to debate you. Now, he's perfectly confident enough to comment, criticize, and weigh in from the sidelines where there's no chance of him being cross-examined or asking probing questions about the nonsensical idiocy that he tends to spout, thinking himself the most intelligent person amongst his peer group because he just really doesn't ever test himself to find out the contrary. So when Immutable really speaks, he only speaks when he's surrounding himself in a validating echo chamber. So Immutable, tragically, will never be able to actually understand how incapable, inept, and stupid he actually is, because he will never actually compete himself in the arena of the exchange of ideas to have his points actually tested, to experience the moment of whether or not he will actually be able to compete with the people that he constantly criticizes. Now, I remember Immutable. I offered you the chance to come on. You were making lots of noise with Speed about a bio when I had Tony on my channel on the reg. And I was willing to set up a debate between you and Tony. You remember what you said? You said you needed 3 months to prepare. Now that debate never happened.
By the way, I remember that because I was present for that.
Right. Now that debate never happened.
And I'm pretty sure that was no less than 7 months ago.
Yeah. And that debate still has not happened to this day. And Tony will debate anyone I put him out to. I'm sure. He even emailed me the other day just to say hi. I'm sure Tony would be happy to come in and debate it. But Immutable, but despite the fact that you supposedly need 3 months to prepare for an actual debate exchange, and yet that whole time in between will show up on people's shows and give your opinions with no opportunity to be cross-examined or pointed out how stupid you are, that's spinelessness. That's pure, emotionally inept, intellectually frail, low character spinelessness. And I say this to your benefit, Immutable. There was a time that I was on relatively good terms with you. And then you decided, cockroach life was better than actually, attempting to interact with real functional, critical, human beings. You thought it would be better to scum it with the gutter trash. And that's fine. That's your choice. But your methodology, sir, your manner of implementation of how you decide to go about your interactions in the world just displays and advertises what a kind of low level, low brain type of individual you actually are. And it also shows and displays your complete and utter lack of confidence in yourself. So I would recommend, just at the very least, consider my words with a little bit of consideration, because I think it is a very substantive point for you to consider, especially if you're going to go on a bunch of people's shows and weigh in your unsubstantiated, unjustified, non-argument based emotive opinions about me and my performance, when you yourself never seem to have the actual spine to show up and do it yourself. So with that, I'll yield.
Well, that was a lot for Immutable, but hey, at least I'm in here.
Cop out. And here's the cop out. See, I'm in your chat commenting and paying attention to your channel and constantly doing showing up on panels to review your guys' stuff, but you're just worthless to me, just like everyone else in your sphere, and Anthony is too. If I'm so worthless, Immutable, I guess you can go ahead and stop commenting on all of our debates and points that we're making then, right? If we're so useless that it's not worth actually engaging with us, then why is it worth it for you to sit around and talk about us all the time? Make that sense.
Well, okay, here's the other thing that's got to be made coherent is the message you had up on his chat you had up on the screen before that last one about the worthlessness. He's talking about DNA is governed by chemistry and physics. It's like, no shit, Sherlock. literally everything is governed by those rules. It's how they're used. You freaking moron. Like, do you not think that there's physics involved in a freaking computer or a robot of any kind or what the hell ever? Like, hello, there are. I'm not really understanding how that is relevant to what is the necessity for the information processing that is being expressed to come into play and the translation mechanisms and the foreknowledge that is required to execute those functions in any other context. Nobody on this planet.
Speaking English?
Wait, okay. I need to say
Hey, Mars,
something.
maybe you need to go read a book on it, bro. Since you're so much smarter than me, maybe you should go read a book on that topic.
It sounds like you're trying to use a bunch of $5 words. Well, it just sounds like you're trying really hard to impress people by using $5 words, and it's like I can't even understand what the fuck you're saying.
You don't. Physics and chemistry are $5 words for you. Are physics and chemistry $5 words for you, bro?
Yes.
No.
Okay, then you need to go back to freaking kindergarten. Anyway.
Okay. I need to say something because I gotta go. My headset is dying.
Okay.
But no. Okay. Look, Maddox. I have to say something to you. I appreciate not the ass burning. What am I trying to say? I appreciate the fire, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Okay, it keeps me honest. At least it's that part. I gotta go.
Have a good day, Midnight. Thanks for being here, man.
Yeah. I got burned.
Kiss, faggot. Have a good day.
Bye. Hold on.
At least Midnight can concede, unlike Immutable.
Agreed.
And
Yeah, and
P-Mars thinks he's smart, but he's clearly an idiot, and he can't even concede when his own. He has to admit he doesn't know what physics and chemistry are. He thinks they're $5 words, but then claims he's smart. It's hilarious.
That was funny, P-Mars.
I don't see like how defining it as a code or not a code, it doesn't matter. Like I agree with what Smokey was saying. Yeah, I know, but like I see like I agree that like the fact that there's order to the universe to me is evidence that there's a God, but like whether or not we define DNA as a code or not isn't gonna like.
So P-Mars, do you pay attention to anything that the atheists spew on a regular talking?
It's not gonna be like a convincing argument.
There is absolutely no evidence for God. There is absolutely no evidence for God. There is absolutely no reason we should possibly think, because everything is completely governed by materialism and 100% naturalism. Anything else is God of the gaps. Like, do you not pay attention? Like, all they diatribe about is, oh, it's not. And then when you have something that clearly delineates the necessity of an intelligent agency to occur prior to the existence of freaking life, you're like, oh, I don't see the relevance in that one. They just claim it's an analogy. I mean, do you pay attention at all to the actual dialogues, or is it like just going over your head, just like you think that physics and chemistry are $5 words?
You're listening to the point I'm making. I'm saying that.
Do you even know?
I agree with the premise of that. There needs.
Man, we've got like the clone of Midnight right now, the stuttering fool who can't actually answer a question.
In P. Mars's defense, we do associate that with his moments of spurging. Like he got himself all riled up this morning. I'm not sure why. P. Mars, did you have like an extra cup of coffee or something? Did the kitty like keep you from having an extra couple hours of sleep because you decided to come in and just switch gears real quick, pretty fast? Usually that's kind of.
He likes to go to the bathroom at like freaking 4 a.m, so it's like I have to wake up and then I can't go back to bed and it sucks. But
yeah. We recognize that. This is why we let PMARS really just run the mouth sometimes. And like, this is the funny thing about PMARS, and we can kind of notice this, at least inside this environment. Like PMARS will reach a point where he goes ahead and like jumps the shark. Cause like, maybe like, I don't know exactly why. I think maybe sometimes cause he's just like bored and he just kind of wants to stir something up, but that's fine. I mean, I do the same thing. So like, but he'll just come in, but like sometimes I think he, in an attempt to troll, to stir things up, he sometimes jumps the shark with the trolling. Like he'll say something like, the printing press is evil while he talks about reading a bunch of books. Okay, but then you talk about reading a bunch of books by your weird anarchist French faggot, and so like it's just you kind of have these moments of like pure blown like trolling contradiction, and so it's fine, like it's fit to notice, and like it keeps our brain sharp to notice it and then laugh at it and have fun with it, and it's comedic relief. Like I'm not saying I don't appreciate it, I totally do, but sometimes people that aren't associated with UP-Mars might end up taking that the wrong way or a little too seriously. But anyway, so pay attention to P-Mars. If he's trolling, he tends to jump the shark.
The thing is, like, I just, never had friends growing up, so I just sat in a room and I never learned how to really talk. But so my communication skills are really bad.
If that's true,
if that's true,
and I'm not saying it's not true, but if that is indeed true, were you homeschooled or something?
No, I went to school. It's just like I just didn't interact with all the kids. I just was in my own world the whole time. But
is it because you were the only kid on the short bus?
I don't know.
No, sometimes Asperger's makes you the only kid there that's odd. Trust me, I know. If it wasn't for the church, I'd be just as odd.
No, I was asking
the whole point. The whole point I was trying to make though was like I agree about like the argument for God's existence or whatever, the evidence for God's existence, but I just don't think like if we can get the atheists to go, okay, DNA is a code, it's not going to be like a convincing argument to them. It's not going to like make them go, oh, well, if it's a code, then therefore God must be real. Like that was my point.
Okay, so P-Mars, obviously
that's a deductive argument.
I will keep this from, I don't mean this in an insulting manner in this particular context. Earlier I was, right now I'm not. If you don't think that is a breach in the facade of atheism, then you really need to start thinking big picture of, we deal with a stunningly ignorant niche of people, specifically here on YouTube, who run their mouths and claim with fervent passion and confidence that there is zero reason, because of methodological naturalism, to ever conclude that something external to methodological naturalism could ever be a necessity for any component of existence. If you're able to maintain that facade, then you can just brush off and refuse to even consider anything else from a philosophical perspective, logical, any kind of argument. You can just be like, well, there's some naturalistic explanation for it. Why do you think they're so desperate to cling to metaphor or analogy in relation to the code? Because in the information era in which we live, if you have ever read a book on information theory, communication theory, know the basics of communication, what's having to happen, what's having to occur in order for communication to occur, if you understand the fundamentals, you have to be willfully suspending logical thought to conclude that it can happen without an intelligent agent, because in every other communication system, it's a status quo, like just accepted premise that you have to have an intelligent agent to make it all work. Like nobody argues that in any other context. So the only way they're able to avoid it, whether it be atheist researchers or atheists on YouTube, whatever, is, oh, there must be some other explanation for this. That's the only workaround they have. Now, let's say you eviscerate that premise. Then what do they have? Well, there must be a multiverse, right? Okay, so you're telling me that I'm the one who believes in the Sky Daddy. You believe that there's a infinite multiverse because the evidence that you're looking at would not be plausible if there isn't one. But you're going to claim that I'm the one that's out to lunch when I say that, yeah, I'm reaching the same conclusion, except that I'm concluding that an intelligent agent, i.e. a external mind, is required. Like, this is not rocket science. And if you want to claim that it like doesn't open the doorway, then again, naive. And I think you need to start thinking from a big picture perspective.
Okay.
P-Mars, if I may, and just to maybe even give a slightly different angle on this as well. You don't like Maddox clearly goes with a very
how many atheists has he converted?
Well, we don't know. No one knows.
Probably
P-Mars.
zero.
Well, first of all, P-Mars, that's not how it works. Okay, let me tell you something. No, seriously, no one gets claim of any conversions to truth except for the Holy Spirit himself. Okay, because it is a completed work through the work of each agent of the Holy Spirit to work in someone's life in a collective effort to lead them to truth. It's never any one person. It's never any one of us. Maddox could just as well be sowing tons of seeds that other people like me or Sal Cordova or Standing for Truth will then come along and nurture and cultivate and water until these people actually are able to be received with the truth. They've been cultivated along the path of being exposed to this information over and over again, having their paradigms shifted, having their false justifications annihilated, experiencing the shame of the failure of their intellectual reasoning, all these things leading down ultimately to the path, hopefully, of reconciliation, humility to the cross, and the acceptance of Jesus Christ as our Lord and Savior. And each one of us can have our own little piece of the pie, little work, one of us being a finger, one of us being a hand or a toe, colloquially, as it's painted in scripture. Maddox has his purpose, and Maddox draws a very deductive level of argumentation, and we have no clue from a spiritual point, and you don't want to be guilty of judging that either, PMARS, that you're going to somehow look at Maddox and like, if Maddox doesn't have some atheist come on his stream and proclaim that he's now a Christian, then all of a sudden Maddox is a failure. That's not how that works. That's not how it works for any of us. So you don't want to make that type of challenge. Second of all, let me give you another side to it, PMARS. Let me take Maddox's, because Maddox goes real hardline with it, and that's fine. I don't disagree with Maddox. I agree with Maddox. Oh, he disappeared. I agree with Maddox when he says that he draws it to basically a point of essentiality of there being a mind in order to manifest that. That's fine. But if you don't like that, if that argumentation doesn't make you comfortable, then consider the other side, which is that the odds in a probabilistic reality, the improbable reality that we currently live in, the Heisenberg uncertainty principle, the randomness of the essence of our reality, that the idea that life, even the basic building blocks of life, could emerge, is so outside the realm of mathematical possibility, it isn't even funny. And yet, so what we would say is, since the likelihood of a naturalistic origin of life is so very, very tiny, so very, very slim, so very, very unlikely, it is therefore more reasonable, not is definitely the case, but is more reasonable to deduce, takes less faith to deduce the idea that this information, this complex language, came from a mind or a higher intelligence. This, in the mind of the theist towards their argumentation, is that our model, our perspective, comports with reality more than what the atheist has to rely upon, which is pure, undirected, naturalistic mechanisms that they have no clue what they are, and have no clue if the things that they're expecting could even be discovered or are even possible, yet they are holding on to faith that that is still probably the case. They are definitively the naturalists of the gaps. The level of specificity, the demand that they place upon us for evidence and proof, they themselves cannot meet. So we're both equal on that level. However, when it comes to the argument of DNA and code and the origination of all of this complexity from randomness, from non-life being arranged and structured into actual life, that this is a testimony that the better bet would be to think that this came from a superior intelligence, not that naturalism just in randomness on this particular rock happened to create us. Get what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I agree. That's the thing. Is like,
well,
I agree.
Well, there you go.
But I just don't think that will convince atheists. I guess atheists, like, they understand that argument.
Yeah, no, I agree.
I just don't accept it.
Well, I'll concede with you, PMARS, that I don't think that that's probably necessarily going to be the thing. I mean, it could. I mean, it could be the thing that convinces some atheists, I guess. Maybe like they've heard everything else, and this is like the last thing in their mind. Like, well, I've heard everyone say it's not really a code. I mean, I guess that's a possibility. I find that unlikely, but this would be one of those things in their, belief network that could be holding up their atheism and supporting it. And Maddox is there to knock that particular thing down. And that's all. And like, I agree, P. Mars, I agree. I kind of believe that we should, I mean, the real conversion does happen at the cross. And I think with a lot of these deeper, more moralistic, theological, personal topics, I think that's really where probably the point of reconciliation and repentance really is probably going to lean to. But that's why my channel is so philosophy and theology based, because it wants to unpack these things and give good answers and help knock down these personal defense networks from accepting, the truth. LPP came back. Okay. Hey, Bad. LPP, did you intend to come back? Yeah.
Yeah. I'm driving over to see my dad. He just took the freaking vaccine.
No, go ahead, bro. We're about ready to shut down anyway. But if you want to take like final words, man, go ahead. Absolutely, please.
Oh, well, the point I'm listening to what you're saying. I agree with your point you're making. I think the other thing that, in terms of macro objective, because obviously code's not the only thing I argue, by the way. But outside of that, one of the reasons I started my channel in the first place was I recognized that many people were becoming atheists when they bought into the premise that abiogenesis and therefore all of Darwinianism is totally proven, valid, true. Therefore, that was their last peg, not in becoming a Christian. It was their last peg in what was preventing them from becoming an atheist. And I think that's something that's oftentimes forgotten about. There's a lot of people, genetically modified skeptic, cosmic skeptic, both became, like the catalyst that caused them to become atheists was going to college and being taught about evolution. That is what catalyzed the beginning of their atheism. There's many, many more of those examples. And which is why I say for anybody who runs around claiming that this has no relevance, you're either ignorant or you're naive.
Did you say your dad got the vax and it sounded like you're upset your dad got the vax for like
what?
I thought that's what LPP just said. I know you said
dude, are you a fucking idiot? My father had the vaccine. He's not feeling very well. I'm now driving over to see my father because he's not feeling very well and he's 74 years old. And he just took a second dose of the vaccine, which a shitload of people who've had problems on their second dose is when the problems happen. Well, he just took a second dose yesterday. This morning he woke up, he's not feeling good. Now his blood pressure and his oxygen levels are plummeting. I'm driving over to see my father right now.
Dad, folks. Prayers for Maddox's dad, folks. Please remember.
Sorry to hear that, Maddox.
Yeah.
Are you against the vaccine or pro-vaccine? Just curious.
Dude, you're a fucking moron. Don't even go down that rabbit hole. God bless, you're an idiot.
I'm against vaccines. My dad got the vaccine. I was pretty upset that he did.
Yeah, I'm against it too. It's untested. And by the way, might I add, ladies and gentlemen, you've all just forgotten how a vaccine works. You think that this is like your lead vest, your bulletproof thing from ever getting any type of COVID strain ever again for the rest of your life? You people have lost your minds. Has everyone just become this incredibly basically illiterate to not remember how a vaccine actually works?
Well, and this goes back to the reality that this dovetails with my whole point about the ignorance of the average freaking person, not just atheists, about baseline biology. This isn't even a vaccine in the context in which we're used to. It's not even a freaking vaccine. It's a gene therapy. And per the legal documentation of the freaking pharmaceutical companies, they clearly delineate that it's not a vaccine. They say that in the legalese. It's not a freaking vaccine. Okay? It's not even creating anyway, I'm not going to go off and diatribe about that. But this shit's a joke. Like, they're literally saying in their own, oh, and they were granted a exception and immunity from any and all litigation for the thing that's being called a vaccine, but they literally have in the documentation for the CDC that it's not actually a vaccine. It's amazing.
That's with every vaccine. They have a special court called vaccine court because you can't.
Yeah, but the problem is the problem with this one is it's also killed people overseas. I think it was the Pfizer one. It's killed like 30 people in Norway, somewhere like that, where they've had it.
Right.
And it's not got a good track record even as that. I mean, the Australian had a vaccine that threw up false positives for HIV. So they stopped.
Oh, God.
So they stopped making it.
Well, and part of the reason for that is they're actually taking the HIV virus. They're cutting out, at least theoretically cutting out, the negative portion of it, and then they're reinserting their new gene therapy into the HIV virus packet, if you will. That's what's being injected, is a modified HIV virus. I'm like, there's nothing to be concerned about here, folks. We're going to jab somebody with HIV. Like, what? It's this stuff is reaching levels of, like, you can't make this stuff up in terms of conspiracy theory. And
oh, no. Definitely not.
Like reasonable fear.
Unless, of course, you want to liquefy toilet paper and inject that.
Well, Bertrand Russell.
But anyway.
Bertrand Russell, who's like an atheist prophet, by the way.
I know who he is.
In his book, The Impact of Science on Society, page 50, 1953, he says, diet, injections, and injunctions will combine from an early age to produce the sort of character, the sort of beliefs that the authorities consider desirable, and any serious criticism of the powers that be will become psychologically impossible. Even if all are miserable, all will believe themselves happy because the government will tell them they are so. And so I think we see here, like, these vaccines are not necessarily about our health. They're about, like, control and power from the authority.
Yeah, but to get to that, when I was a kid, I was put on just about every diet available. My parents sent me to a lady called Marge Allnut, and my whole family had to go on a series of diets, and they all failed because I was not just a naughty boy. I lived with Asperger's syndrome, and it was unknown. So diets have absolutely nothing to do with mental conditions, in my experience.
Interesting.
Well, gentlemen,
my parents were even gave her the authority to smack me if she thought I was being naughty, which she did.
I think it might, because all the atheists I see seems like they need to go on a diet. So.
Well, the other tactic that they like to use is they like to silence you because they think they've heard the gospel before. But I've tried it on my brothers, and the story of Jude when he sleeps with, is it the sister, his son's wife, as the temple prostitute at the place where there isn't a temple. My brothers have forgotten that one.
Right.
Altogether.
Right.
Well, so they lose their knowledge of their Bible. That's what I'm saying. Like they have a story and they'll throw it together like they were doing not a couple of months ago, with Lot's wife and Noah, on Maddox's channel, I think it was.
I think Smokey's trying to end.
Anyway.
Good show, Smokey, except for the parts with Will.
Thank you, P. Mars. Appreciate it. Well, see, this is why I get all the views on my channel and not his. Oh, dig at Will Kincaid at the tail end. There you go.
He's just using you.
He's just using you.
That llama video was kind of funny. I'll give him that.
No, Will did that from start to end. He even scripted it. That was his whole
I
thing.
really don't like the gore and stuff like that. Zebra thing was not very. That was not good. So.
Well, at least we know who killed Roger Rabbit.
Yeah, he gave it to me, and now it's in my whole thing here. So yeah, P. Mars, thanks for being part of the show. Andrew, thank you for being part of the show. Glad you could join this morning, and we got another one tomorrow morning starting at in between 5:30 and 6. It'll actually be probably closer to 5:30 tomorrow morning, so just so you guys know. So yeah, tune in for that one. Anything last words, gentlemen?
I actually have new equipment, so that's why it might be a little bit better. And I don't have an individual mic; it's just the standard mic.
You do sound a lot better. Thank you for that. You sound a lot better. It's good stuff.
Everyone have a good day. God bless, and hopefully things are okay with Maddox's father.
Yes. Say a prayer. Yeah. Say a prayer for Maddox's daughter today, guys. Please do. Thanks, P. Mars. Appreciate you, man.
Father,
have a good day.
not daughter.
Father. Thank you, Father. Yeah, please. Let's pray that Maddox's dad is okay. Having because I have heard a lot of stories, people getting these vaccines, and I don't know how supposedly not even a vaccine, but I don't even know how well tested this stuff actually is, and especially with Bill Gates and his grubby fingers at handing out vaccines that have a tendency to be completely catastrophic, to the societies that he hands them out to. Oh, look here, I'm going to give you this vaccine. It's for free. It's going to cure all your issues you have in your disgusting third world conditions. I'm not going to spend money to actually help you change your infrastructure and improve your conditions, but I'll tell you what, I'm gonna test this miracle drug on you that's gonna wipe out a third of your freaking population. Anyway, it's neither. That's a topic for a different show. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for being part of the show. I really, truly appreciate it. I agree. Thank you so much, Alex. I agree. Don't forget to leave your downvotes, ladies and gentlemen. It has now been proposed that Will wants to be able to get more downvotes than me. I say that it's a near impossibility. That in fact, my downvotes are not like him. See, like Will Kincaid is the beggar on the sidewalk that just, is just sitting there with his little cup, rattling cup with like, please, can I have a downvote? Will you guys please come over to my channel, have a downvote? Smokey just walks by and people throw downvotes at him, just worshiping Smokey with the downvotes, setting a whole bunch of opportunities, to throw the hatred at me. I don't have to ask for it. It just flows to me organically. And Will is just sitting there watching me walk around, just hoarding all of the downvotes. Guys, show Will Kincaid some love. The link to his channel is down in the description. I included it. I tag him on every single show. Head on over, go check out that video on his side, on his channel, and leave him a little downvote love for me. I'm telling you, he's desperate for it. He needs it. He is suffering from a lack of the downvotes that he desperately wants, and is so jealous of Smokey, able to get them so easily and so organically without ever having to beg. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, it is indeed a gift, and one that I am proud of. But let's not neglect our poor Jews who are below us, and give them the opportunity of some of that charity, because they don't happen to be as capable as the rest of us. Let's remember Will Kincaid and go and click on his link and give him that downvote. Thank you, Jeremy. Thank you. Jeremy is perpetually the first upvoter in all of perpetuity, and now here we go. And thank you, Jeremy. You are a consistent, valued member of the channel and the community. Love you, brother. Thank you so much, and chiming in to help the cause, ladies and gentlemen. Yes. Amen. Amen. We will break the system eventually, ladies and gentlemen. Can you imagine, by the way, too, if someone who's never seen my channel, can you imagine if someone like never having seen my channel? Thank you, Basement. Thank you. Oh, I got to pin that. Let's pin that, because that's for, there we go. There we go. Head on over there. Head on over there. Give him some of that downvote love. Give him some of that downvote love. Be generous, ladies and gentlemen. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. And remember, these streams are brought to you by the wonderful, beautiful existence of Chabad.org, where, of course, every Jew gets their day. And, of course, Clay County Chamber of Commerce, where whatever you're looking for, it's back the way you came. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for being part of the show. Please remember to tune in tomorrow. We have a whole new stream, a whole new bundle of hilarity, entertainment, and hopefully at least some logical exposition that will help you guys learn and grow and improve in the knowledge and grace and mercy of our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. Peace to you all, folks. Have yourselves a wonderful evening, and we will be back at you maybe this afternoon, but if not, for sure, tomorrow morning between 5:30 and 6 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Take care, guys. Have yourselves a great night. Smokey Saint is signing out.